Yep.
going in full effect when we were eating our dinners, the Michigan game.
So what's going on with the Michigan game? It's a national
Cheers, everybody.
game.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Welcome
Welcome
to
to
the
the late set.
live sesh. Oh, the late sesh.
The live
Live
late
late
Live.
I've been
set.
smoking the Orange Dream haze. It's hazy. That's for sure.
Martin, give us a score update. 20-13. You said.
Yeah, 2013 right now. What I'm seeing from the interwebs.
Okay.
Michigan's
We got
up.
live
Maybe
foosball
Chad
update.
drop in the score updates once in a while, or if anybody's there, maybe somebody's there right now and on the show.
That would be dope. 8
I
minutes
feel like
left.
if they're there,
almost
they
nine,
should be.
almost 9 minutes left.
They're probably not paying
Three
attention to
quarters.
us.
Yeah, they might want to be watching the game that they went to.
I know.
It's at a commercial break. Commercial break right now. So
Where is it?
It's in Houston.
Oh yeah. So
Oh, that's not
I
good.
believe it's in Houston.
Really?
Correct me if I'm
someplace
wrong.
warm.
Oh,
Someplace
that's
warm.
not good because they just had like tornado warnings come through a couple hours ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, where is it?
Texas
Show
is
what
not-
this is.
they're getting bad
Did you
weather.
guys? I found out Texas's motto. Do you guys know Texas's motto? Like state motto.
I live there and I don't know it.
Just, what might you think?
I just like the.
I
Lone
don't know.
Star.
Maybe something to do with the Wild Wild West.
Probably
maybe?
don't tread on me or something like that. Like, cause you know.
That was
Maybe
one
more-
guess I heard before. It's friendship.
Is it really?
Yeah, or it's friendship or
Oh, that was
something
Oklahoma.
That
friends.
must have been a recent change that I wasn't aware of. 'Cause I'm pretty sure.
No,
That's
it's all, no, watch it's the Texas motto. I'm gonna Google it. Friendship was adopted in 1930. The
Okay.
motto was most likely chosen because the name Texas or Tejas was the Spanish pronunciation of the local Indian tribe's word Texas or Texas, meaning friends or allies. So, like, I learned that little tidbit. And, yep, I don't know. In case you're on a game show.
That's crazy. Yeah. I just got smarter. I didn't know that.
Hmm.
I feel ashamed because I lived there for a couple of years.
Never been to Texas. Not
Me
yet.
neither.
Texas is pretty cool. Go in the fall or in the spring, or even the wintertime. In summertime, it's just hot and
I
hot.
like it. I like to be warm.
I got my first sunburn in Texas. I didn't think I was really one to get sunburned until I got to Texas, and it only took one day.
Yeah, I always get it in Florida. At least
I have
once.
I had to evacuate a hurricane in Texas, in an area in Galveston area in the 2007 maybe area. I
I
think
don't
it was.
know. Eh?
It was doing an advanced auto parts store, and we had to go to another advanced auto parts store in Louisiana to finish up from another hurricane from previous when I worked there. We did store remodels for them, but got the few times I got to visit Texas, it was fun.
Yeah,
Hurricane.
that's some good times in Texas.
What is everybody smoking on?
I have already consumed an edible that Emily made me.
Oh, nice.
But then I've also been dabbing on the triple burger from the Trichome
Nice.
Forge.
Yes, yes, yes.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah. I just got
Kim
one stream haze.
dab, and what are you smoking now? What are you lighting?
This is motherfucking Jones or Junior Mint.
And we have Cowboy Yeti 2 ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm
Nice.
really liking the Cowboy Yeti. I'm just not sure it's like strong enough for me. But it's got
Yeah.
it tastes great. That's the other thing. It tastes great. So
Definitely
we'll have
tastes
to
good.
start. We'll give it one more chance and see how it goes, and then. But I'll be making notes about it. And it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's good. I just, you know me. I really need a walloper. So
And
Yeah.
Cowboy Yeti is a ABC code
Yep.
strain, which is
Platinum
platinum
Cake
cake
crossed
crossed
with
with
Mr.
Mr. Nasty.
Nice.
yeah, great.
Oh yeah,
Great
phenomenal
taste.
taste.
Yeah.
We're gonna do eventually we're gonna do a AB Seed Co. Run over at Trichome
Yep.
Forge because we got
Rainbow Monk.
Rainbow
Oh,
Monk.
nice. That's a good one.
And then but we're gonna do two because we have 2 packs of Rainbow Monk. But then he also gifted us. Shout out to ABC Co. They gifted us. It's like vanilla Kush cake, I think.
Yep.
So we'll run the O's too, and have like a big AB seed run. But I'm more excited for the Rainbow Monk than the vanilla thing because the only flavor I would want out of vanilla would be like maybe a cupcake. Give me a cupcake smell or something, like a vanilla cupcake.
But you don't like Kush?
Well, I like Kush. Yeah, I guess there's Kush in it. Yeah.
Maybe we could go for the Kush side of things.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that
or that.
good.
But like, yeah, I mean, I like vanilla, but it's definitely not my favorite.
I was very happy with its growth. Veg time, it did take a little bit to root in the beginning. Was the only like thing I had to say about it. But other than that, yield. We only got one plant out of how many did we do? 6 or 7 of them because the rest were males. But one is the one we got out of it, and it was
almost 3 ounces
so far that we've gotten trimmed out of it.
Yeah.
We've probably got
trim
another. There's probably another 3 or 4 ounces maybe that we'll get off of that one plant. So maybe about 7 to 8 ounces possibly off of that one plant. So
Nice.
not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
that's
bad.
really good.
Well, though, when you're used to freaking storm shadow that throws the fuck down, you're gonna like go, oh, okay. So, but anyways, no. So was happy with it. I'm really happy with the taste of it. I haven't smoked a whole joint all by myself yet. We've just shared one, so I'll have to. That's my next test.
The sugar cone, however, I think we might be scratching that one. It's
I've already I kicked it.
Taste on that's good, but the weight is not there on the. As far as
kind of talking about it, it's funny you guys talk about like this because I would be with you 100% of the time, but I would encourage you to at least to wait until you see how it washes because I was watching Bubble Man Marcus talking on one of his shows, and he said that it kind of blew my mind, but it made so much sense at the same time. He's like, I'm not concerned because he was talking about growing something in a grow tent. He goes, I'm not concerned with weight. He goes, weight of resin maybe. He goes, I just want quality in the resin and the terps that I'm looking for. I don't care about how much plant material I grow. I just want to. He goes, of course I want to grow more resin, yes, but he goes, some strains will just in the DNA are not going to put out that much resin, and other ones will. Right.
Yeah.
But that might be different from what they will put out in weight. As far as flower goes.
I'm definitely it's going through flower again. The Cowboy Yeti's definitely going through flower again. It's gonna definitely see if it can get washed.
I want to wash the Cowboy Yeti just because I like the taste and I think it'll taste.
I
really
do too,
good.
but like it had no resin ring or any look. It has no look like that on the doobie. So I mean, it was very. There was a lot of. It was very trichomy. I'm definitely gonna give it a shot.
And I feel like it falls. It's like where a lot of trichomes will.
That doesn't mean it's always good if the heads fall off
fall off, or there's more of them in between because there's so much more surface area.
More surface area, yeah.
They're both. It is definitely covered top and bottom of the leaf. Are both very top and bottom.
A lot of time, that's what people, a good hash maker, is looking for, that kind of.
But like with the sugar cone, we've already had it through flower twice, and we've washed it. It didn't wash bad, at all. It's just. The Chem cookies did way more, and I can get way more off that Chem cookies. And for me, the flavor, it's just not there. I can't even remember the last time I've done a dab of it.
What about the Pink Death Bubba? Did you guys watch that?
Oh, we still got that. No, this is just making its second round through, so it's gonna get put on. It's not bad on yielding itself, but I am anxious to see what it will, if it'll put any.
Me too. I'm really super curious. It's really good.
It smells so good. I love this. And no, I have not finished. We have not finished the Waller jars yet. Not even close. Well, I wouldn't say not even close, but definitely we're getting ready to do another round.
We need to pass them out to you guys before we finish it all.
Hey, you won't have to twist my arm.
Yeah. Oh no, you guys will love this.
Yeah, we've been meaning to get some out to you guys for sure to share some. We were supposed to be at the Fledge the last time the Fledge was on, but we couldn't make it to that because of different things that happened with my family. I had Christmas and stuff going on, but
then I had to work.
And you had to work, but things happen. We all will hopefully get together again shortly soon. We'll have another event sometime. I don't even know when's the next one.
This weekend, Saturday,
Is there
silly
one?
butt.
Well, I'm sure you're going to try to get there, right? Do you have to work?
Yeah, I got to work, but I'll be there when I get there. That's a little perk of being the manager now.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. Plus, they're really good to me, and they know that I love my weed stuff, and they love hearing about it. So,
Well, that's cool. That's a
oh
plus.
yeah, everybody I work with is definitely for my cause. So when they voted
Nice.
around here recently, they had their liquor license was up to get on the ballot for Sunday. Which I'm not promoting liquor license or anything like this, but it was funny because her dad was up there, and she's like, If we vote for your liquor license, you got to vote for our cannabis. He's like,
Trading votes. I like it.
fine.
I usually vote if I have to wonder, like if I'm wondering which way should I vote. I usually vote on the side of freedom. So whichever one is more free, that's usually what I vote for. So I would vote for, less restrictions and all that. So no matter what it is. I was happy I was able to catch up and do some RSO today. Boiled off the last of it. Made I think it was about 15 grams of it. So that was cool. Because I think I was out. I think I was not pretty out. I think I was out. OUT. So I'm back to 15
that's
grams.
unusual for you.
Yeah. And so I'm not out now. I'm doing good. And then I already got another batch already put in. So it's soaking in the freezer right now. So that was cool to get a bunch of that stuff done today.
I'm saving all my pucks for you.
Hey, all right. I like it.
Got them in the freezer.
I love running that stuff. That stuff just dumps. It's ridiculous. It's like I have to sit there and watching it because it's like I can't believe it's done, because there's so much left. I'm like, I can't be done. It's done.
It's done when it's done.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Ooh, these
Shout out
are
to
good
Red.
ones.
See Red in chat. Shout out to Red.
Yeah.
Was we going to talk about board games or something? Everybody's favorite board game?
Animate
yeah.
Dead. Yeah, what about those Animate Deads, man?
They're probably about. Let me check. Because these are near mint. Oh, it was lightly played. These are about $5 a pop.
Nice. I say because I know I've played with them.
Well, one of them's different, so I gotta find it. That's the hard part.
Maybe somebody got some new board games in chat. So drop some board games and anybody.
I don't know what my favorite board game would
Christmas
be.
present.
I wish Emily was in chat. That board game we were playing was pretty cool. Was it called Ember or something?
We played one at work
yeah,
the other
the
night.
island
What
one.
was that? It started with a T and it was in a circle. Oh goodness! Oh, it's new.
I didn't get to play it much.
Oh,
You guys
it
were
was
playing it at
fun.
the other table.
Yeah, that was really fun. Darn it, I can't remember the name of it.
We'll look it up.
Yeah, I'll try to find that.
And then there was Left, Right, Center. We
Yeah, we played
That's
Left,
that
Right, Center
dice
too.
game.
That was fun.
That's always a good group of people. Big group of people
Yeah, I
game
won
we can
like
play.
10
Left, right, center.
Yeah.
I was like, yes.
You ever played that, Big?
No, what's that?
It's a dice game.
So there's three dice. There's a L for left. There's a R for right. So and then there's a dot, and there's a C. So there's four options. You can roll. You start off with 3 quarters in front of you, and you can have as many people around the table. And you start off with the 3 dice. You roll the dice. Say you get a left, a right, and a center. So you got to put one of your quarters to the left person, one of your quarters to the right person, and then your other quarter to the center. And then everybody keeps going around until the last person with 1 quarter left wins the whole pot.
How many quarters you start with?
You can either start with 3 or you can double it up. But we ended up doing 6 at one point just to make it the pot bigger.
Tapple is what it's called.
The other
Board game?
Yeah.
It's not really a board. Hold on. I can't.
You can probably Google.
Hold on.
Just
Google Tapple. I don't know. It's Tapple. It's like this circle thing. I don't know how to show things to you.
You have to learn how if you're going to do these wake and bakes soon.
Yeah, I know. I gotta learn.
You have to learn how. Are you going to do a wake and bake? You're going to learn how to do this. This might be the perfect time during the late set.
You got 2 screens though?
She's going to show her
I can't show it.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
It's not good.
Damn it.
You got 2 screens?
No, we can get it. I'll hook that up. I'll get
Because
her
you
to-
can't really share screen without. You can, but like.
It hits a
Yeah,
split
can we
screen, like it'd be a
You'll have
pain.
to minimize this for a second and then share your screen.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
We can-
yeah,
It's called Tapple.
we can work on that.
we definitely
I have that capability.
yeah.
Well, it was called Tapple. It's fun.
Tapple.
Tapple. Tapple. Tapple.
Tapple.
I like Risk. Risk is good.
Gosh, I haven't played Risk in forever. I don't even know if I'd remember.
Monopoly. Monopoly's a good
I
classic.
think
Monopoly's a classic. I'll play,
think
but it's hard to
Monopoly
get people
and
to play
Life
that.
are
It takes a
my-
long time.
Life is fun. Life is fun. It's got a good spinner.
And
Shoots and ladders.
Battleship is one
When
of
I was real young, what's Candy Cane Land or Candyland?
Candyland was fun.
Yeah, Candyland. Simple.
Oh, they froze. Terra not tree froze. Look at that. Oh, they're back.
Yeah.
They're coming back.
I don't know what that is.
You guys
I've
ever
never heard
played
of
that one? I've
You
heard
just
of it.
cut out. Hang on. You're coming back.
Oh, it was us that cut out?
Oh, was it us that cut out?
Yeah.
Huh.
All
What the fuck's up with that shit?
right. Sounds like you're good now.
You know what? The internet wasn't working this morning when I got up. You better check that shit out.
Well, the snowstorm's coming, so they might be doing stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
I
What
was
were y'all
talking about
saying? What game?
what Caveman posted, Othello or whatever.
Othello, that's a good game.
Where's that?
That's Othello. It's where you have the white
Oh.
and black. One side's white, one side's black, and one
Yeah, it's an older
play,
game.
you will play either color. And you
Let me Google it because I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I think you could
See,
pretty
Emily
much.
just joined chat. Cheers. Anything grows. What was the name of the game that we were playing?
Oh yeah, but I never really got that one. Okay.
I think it was called Ember.
Ember?
She'll let us know.
They call it Reversey.
Reverser, yeah, that's I think similar.
It's like a different variant of it. It says
Emerge. The game is called Emerge that we're playing.
Merge. Yeah, it was like an island game. You could play with kids too, but it was
Okay.
it could get pretty strategic.
Yeah, every game is different.
Like you should like if you're playing with kids, you gotta kind of if you want, you gotta let them win because otherwise you can make moves and stuff that are very complex. For,
You don't let
but,
kids win. You just teach them how to play right.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just good distraction for time.
Or you
But,
play adult games like Magic.
Yeah. we
See,
just need a
Emily
board. We
knows.
just need a board table
Show
that's
her
higher
mercy.
than 3 feet.
Yeah, I need a bigger table. I need a big table and some chairs. And
I think I have a cube one, like a small cube one. Oh look.
We'll just have to come to your place next time.
How
Yeah,
about
that too. Yeah, the problem with my place is though, like last time you came, I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh, I didn't kid proof anything.
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot
yeah.
about that. But
does anybody know anything about Settlers of Catan?
so
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
so naturally I was
that's a
gonna bring that up. I played it like once a long time ago and I liked it, but then I never played it again. But here's the thing: we were at the game store. They have Settlers of Catan like a space version.
Oh wow, okay.
Now it must have just come out, but it's like $100 for the big box set. So we could play that if you ever. get
I have
there.
the original. I can bring mine over. My regular.
Well, we can play regular, and then we
I've
can
never
get the
played it, and I
space one.
really, really want to play it.
Everyone
See, I
says-
have been
yeah.
starved of board games because no one in my family ever played board games. So
We need to start going over to my brother's house and play.
yeah, I only got to
theirs.
play like the shit with the kids, you know,
Closet.
Monopoly, Life, that kind of crap. I didn't get to do anything else.
That kind of crap. Those are classics.
Well, I mean, they're classics, but different things out there, you know. I know
But
it.
yeah, well, yeah. It's
We're
well, it's
talking
like
about
even a
strategy.
while ago. Anything Grows. Spartan and I played a board game called. It was like Mind Flayer or something. I don't know.
Oh,
But-
it was Call of Chalupa.
Call of Cthulhu, and you all play as a team. You're essentially fighting like time, and the board and luck.
And cards and luck. Yeah.
Yeah, like pulling cards. So that was pretty fun.
That
Well,
was
that's for
fun.
Growly.
We've summoned
Uh,
for brother. He's coming in a cloud of smoke.
Hello.
Like it. Good entrance.
Howdy.
How's it going, man?
You guys talking board games, I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, what you know about Monopoly?
Yeah, before you said that, man. We catch up. Catch up.
I heard Settlers of Catan. I played that once with my friend who's like hardcore into board games. I mean, I don't know. I like the classics. I've got way too many versions of Monopoly. I got a few versions of Sorry.
Which
know.
one?
Monopoly is-
Sorry.
If I had to pick one board game that I
That one.
look back on that I thought was the most fun, that I had the most fun playing ever, it was Monopoly.
Risk. Oh.
It was Monopoly. Monopoly was my most fun.
Yeah.
I really like
Just-
Trivial Pursuit too. I loved playing
I
that.
hated Trivial Pursuit. That
Really?
was the stupidest game to
My
play
dad
with your
loved that
family
because it was,
when you had your mom and your dad who are
yeah.
years older and you guys are 10 or whatever. What the fuck is the point of that? Oh, yeah, we're going to know nothing because this is the
Exactly.
90s and early 2000s where they didn't cater to like everyone. So the Trivial
There was
Pursuit
no
was
internet.
Trivial Pursuit. There was no kid version. And that was, I hated that game because like, oh, let me just sit here. It was, to me, it was like playing Jeopardy. And I was just like, oh, Jeopardy's terrible.
Oh, I like that.
Well, yeah, but like, did you like it when you were 10?
No, probably not.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Oh yeah, there you go.
Come on, focus. Come on.
Very nice.
Maybe.
Oh,
I
There it
wonder
is.
if they changed Trivial
Perfect.
Pursuit though. Like, update it.
there's like so many different versions, and
Well, you
Yeah,
got
I was
new
gonna say there's, like,
generations
expansion
that
you
get
got
packs.
older and
generations, you
stuff.
got family versions and stuff, and
Yeah, but the standard version, I'm saying, you can't keep the same questions after 100 years or so.
probably not.
It wouldn't apply unless you just got smarty smarts playing it.
Or how many times are you gonna play the same game though?
Or there's online versions.
Well,
too.
Trivial Pursuit has a lot of cards,
A lot.
and then I'm guessing these days they have DLC packs.
They do. It's like expansion packs for all these card games.
Oh, that's another game that's supposed to be really fun, Munchkin. It's like a card
Not
game,
familiar.
but like it's dungeon
I've heard-
stuff,
Yeah.
and then there's a bunch of expansions. But I never played it. I bought it. I have it over there.
You know, it's a good one, guys. If you haven't played it, I actually didn't know. I hear about it until I met my wife, and her family plays it.
Warhammer 40K. You guys play that?
Yeah, we sit there and
That's
paint
awesome.
characters, together. That's what we did for about 16 hours over Christmas. No, sorry, I'm in the middle of a dab. Quirkle. Have you ever played Quirkle?
I've heard of that. Let me see what that's
I haven't.
about.
I don't think I have.
QWIRKLE. It's like a mix of dominoes and
That's right. It's got.
Something
I'll
else.
bring it up.
Ooh,
It's
I
got
like
a little.
it's mixing colors and shapes, and there's only 6 different colors and 6 different shapes, and you have to get them in rows up to 6. You get so many points per. However, and you can tag on to other rows. You can't mix
it's
and
like,
match colors, or you can't mix and
Scrabble,
match
but with
shapes.
shapes.
Yeah, kind of. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of-
Reminds me of
Simpler
Domino.
Scrabble.
Kind of reminds me of
It's
Domino.
it's more like dominoes, I'd say, but
I'd say Scrabble had a baby with dominoes.
there you go.
Mhm.
Set of letters, it's shapes and colors. A little
Yeah,
more.
see, I see.
kid-friendly.
You can match the colors or the shapes. So yeah, it's,
I mean, we play with like
instead of
7, 8-year-olds
26
all the way up to
letters, you have
70-year-olds,
two
so.
you have essentially two ideas.
When I go to the store, I usually walk the board game aisle, and I just constantly go back and forth and see
There's
what's
always good
new and see-
sales.
try to-
You gotta
yeah,
check
see
the
what-
sales
exactly.
because I
Usually
used to
where
work
I
at
end up at
Target
Target.
and
Yep.
it just rotates.
Yeah.
But
There's
yeah.
a big
Or like
dab,
the-
Dig Man Dad.
Or I usually like to buy a gift for the family, a board game for Christmas or something. So if I see one on sale and I know it's a good game, I'll go ahead and get it too.
Dude,
Yeah.
we've done the same thing a few years. Nut Tree, the Quirkle is the one we've been given to my side of the family. What was the other one? Oh, it was the duo version. So we stayed at an Airbnb up in the UP a couple of years ago. This dab is still going.
Hit it. And it was probably still, and it was something you found at this Airbnb, this game.
It was, dude, and it was a small Airbnb. It was only big enough for like, I don't know, really like 2-3 people, maybe like a family of 4 if you got some kids or whatever. It's off grid, just generator. That was it. No lights if you're not running the generator, kind of thing. In the middle of like 140 acres or something of forest down this road, dirt road with about 3 other cabins on it, surrounded by like thousands of acres. It just, to give you an idea, you're in the middle of nowhere. But what else are you going to do in this cabin in the middle of nowhere except play board games? And they had it set up, and knowing that there's only going to be probably a couple adults staying here, there's like 2 or 3 of the games were called Rivals Edition, and there was Monopoly, Sorry, and I think one other one. And it's 2-player versions of those games, and so you can only have 2 people playing Monopoly, only 2 people playing Sorry, whatever it is. and, you're rivaling each other. So I thought those were kind of cool. And they're typically, being a smaller game, they're typically a little bit cheaper. So they're nice gifts to give, especially if you have like, couples, young couples or something like that are into that kind of stuff. Recently, I went to a Walgreens before Christmas and saw a full show of them. And they were like, I don't know what they were. They were on some sort of sale. I'll pick up a couple of those as Christmas gifts. Well, I grab one of each of them and I take them up to the register, and the first one rings up as $20, whatever the regular price is, and the rest of them rung up as $4, like $3.99. I'm like, yeah, I'll take them all.
Yeah.
So that was pretty. Of course,
check out back. You got any more out back?
Right. So I go back a few days later, and there's they're all gone. But that was like some super cheap Christmas gifts. Definitely kept an extra one for myself.
It's always nice to find.
Yeah. I don't know if that was just a glitch in the system, but
Going for Rose closets just full of like the same fucking game. Quirkle,
I got,
Quirkle.
Yeah, 30
Like,
Quirkles sitting there.
Oh
Everyone
fuck!
gets Quirkle.
We don't have to buy Christmas gifts for 30 years, hun. We're straight.
It's probably a good time right now.
And it was only $100.
Or it could be for a really giant party, and have everybody play all
giant
Big
Quirkle
round
event?
robin
Yeah,
tournament.
you need to have all those pieces.
Like trying to break the Guinness Book World Records for the biggest Quirkle event.
Well,
I mean, we
And
can try it. It sounds
and
expensive.
Smoke-a-thon.
There you go.
Don't say you can't do it unless you try, man.
Everything is possible, bro. Hey, I will say, like,
on the horn.
I played Quirkle with 6, probably as young as 6-year-old, 7 maybe. But don't let your 2-year-old get a handle of that bag of pieces, because all of a sudden they'll start getting lost under couches and in reclining chairs and stuff. And
I learned 2 wild. I learned this weekend.
They're insane,
They're wild. Yeah. Rest around games.
I have some games ruined by some 2-year-olds, probably.
Oh yeah, a lot of cards folded over.
I think the best way to put it is that kids are like cats. They just don't give a fuck about what you're doing. They don't care what you're doing. They want to do what they're doing.
Yeah.
I
like my cat. My cat just sits around. And that's just what it does.
Minds his own business.
Well, we had a cat when I was growing up. That it was a cool cat, but like one of the things it would like to do, like if you were sitting at the desk here, it liked to get on the desk and then walk across the keyboard or in front of it or something, like in front of your view, and like back and forth. It was just like, what in the world? But this cat doesn't do anything like that. It doesn't mess with my cords. It just stays in its areas.
Baked, why are you trying to look all smart with a fake mechanical pencil in your hand? What are you doing over there?
No, this is a regular pencil. It's number 2, Staples.
Graphite, I hope.
I don't know what that means, but
I mean, not lead is what I'm trying to say.
I don't think they sell them like with lead anymore.
I don't think so, but I'm just checking. I want to make sure you're being safe and everything.
It could have been
like
sent to you by your
stuff in my hand. I actually hate.
It could have came in a
with
box from your
pencils.
dad, dude. It could have been. So that might.
No,
be
I bought this, but
okay.
I hate using it because I can't find my sharpener, and I hate dull pencils. It gives me the chills.
I got this one at the hotel I stayed at in Chicago.
I bought a pen
this weekend, and look at this. It looks like a pencil, right? It's got your eraser on it and everything, but
but it's fake.
And it's a pen.
Oh, it's a clicker.
It's a erasable pen.
Oh, it's a pen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Erasable pen.
I'll swoop that from the room.
Sounds interesting.
I would have taken one too.
I like mechanical pencils though.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, but I'm really just a fan of having one of these with a sharpener around, a decent sharpener.
In the grow, like in the workroom, like with your workbench, like that kind of stuff. I mean, I went and bought a tube of those like rectangular looking pencils and just like your basic school sharpener, and they'll sit right there on my rack of tools that I use every day. It's nice to have a pencil handy, especially if you're marking wood or doing any kind of construction like that. You have to have a pencil. No mechanical pencil is not gonna work on a piece of wood like that. You're gonna be going through so much.
I got Sharpies around. Always Sharpies around.
Yeah, that's helpful. I mean,
but like all I need writing for is like I'll label my stuff with like blue painter's tape, so that's real cheap and efficient.
That's
You
that's
just
what I
write
do
on
with all my
that.
extract jars and stuff.
And then like if we're working on
Clones
wood that you're
sometimes.
gonna cover or paint or something, I can write on it. But we got one of those square carpenter pencils you're talking about.
Hmm.
That's what we use to mark everything when we're actually doing
Why are they
construction.
shaped that way? Just easier to hold with gloves on or something, maybe?
I don't know. I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah, I don't, it's got to be. I mean, they are definitely easier to hold. They're not like you're not gonna lose it being like just a little tiny circle.
That was
I
the
guess.
first question I ever when I said wire carpenter. To keep it from rolling off the work surface.
Oh, there you go.
To allow
eBay
for a
genetics.
wider and a thicker lead, and to make it easier to grip, especially with work gloves. Nice. Oh, yep. So it doesn't roll away.
Can't roll off a
Genetics,
roof. Anything
got it.
girl says. She's got some roofing experience, huh?
That makes sense. Well, now you can buy them too with the lighter leash.
Dude, this is a Christmas gift for the wife. Even though I got the shelf back there. The toker poker, man.
Yeah.
Oh
How
yeah.
valuable is that?
A fancy big holder.
Yeah, well, yeah, just it's a big holder, but actually, I mean, it's really fancy. This is the Ellie Paisley version, so it's got the little deck that you can mount it on and make it look all cool. It's all
Huh.
artsy and whatnot. Oh, except the
Oh,
magnet
he
doesn't hold
just
it very
broke
well.
his wife's gift.
No, the magnet kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, it's
But-
magnetic. Yeah, it needs.
A little display case, but yeah, I'm like, hey, now we won't lose our lighter because we have to keep it on this sweet display case that it doesn't stay on. And then, but yeah, having a poker, man, for your I guess in particular, our bowl we use for our bong, it always gets clogged. So rather than finding a toothpick or something, and just grab yourself a bic holder with a poker on it. I guess not sponsored by them or anything. There's no discount code. I just think it's a nice and handy thing. Surprised I got that up there without launching it.
We're into the fourth quarter. The score is still 20-13 Michigan.
Oh, I haven't had the game going since I sat down. Whoops.
Michigan's got the ball, so that's good for Michigan.
Go Big Ten.
12 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game.
Go Big Ten. That was what was that? It was like an offhanded compliment.
That's about as
It's funny, him being an Ohio State fan here. He's rooting for
that's to be about as complimentary as I can be too. It's not like I really
you
want to see Michigan do super good.
I heard this is their best season ever.
Wow. I'll give it to them. I won't say anything about them cheating.
Like their personal record. Does their personal record beat the Spartans' personal record?
I mean, they're
what way? Spartans aren't even playing, man. They're sitting at home watching.
No, I'm saying all time. I'm talking from 1950
Yeah,
or whenever they started.
U of M has been around way the fuck longer than Michigan State.
And
in the same years.
Yeah.
Actually, he was fortunate enough.
I say Michigan. I don't know what they are now. Maybe after this year, but they used to be. Them and Notre Dame go back and forth with it. They used to be the winningest school. Like if you took their entire record, the most wins. But I don't know. They go back and forth with Notre Dame all the time.
Even with Alabama and stuff.
I
Yeah.
think it's just
Alabama's just recently been good. You got to remember, U of M's been a school back in the
like 10 years.
1800s and shit.
Yeah, true. When they didn't even wear helmets.
They wore those little leather things.
Yeah.
Now every position has their own helmet that's specifically uniquely designed for the position they play. It's so crazy, man. Like, I guess that's probably more of a liability thing on the NFL's part at this point, considering the science.
I've heard good arguments for them to go back to the leather helmets because then you don't throw yourself into crazy situations.
I mean, they still would for sure, but yeah, it's just gonna be it's gonna suck to be the little guy.
I think they start tackling with their head to the side.
I mean, they'll probably be a little bit less of the leading up the head and stuff. It's definitely not ideal for your own safety, but yeah, I mean, look at rugby players. They're kind of, I mean,
they're fucking
different
tough.
sport. Yeah, 100%. And not
They
to knock them
fucking
at
put
all.
them
It's totally
NFL
different
players
sport,
to shame.
but I don't know about that, but
Oh my goodness! Wow, I've watched.
So it goes. The most wins
They're not
is
wearing any damn helmets or pads. So that's what I'm
Michigan.
holding on.
yeah,
Second
there's
is
nowhere
Alabama.
near the collisions, and also the size is totally different too.
Second is Alabama. They're over
Third is
Notre Dame?
Ohio State, and then fourth is tied with Texas for or
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Yeah.
Wow, how
Notre Dame.
far they have fallen.
There's no fifth, and then it goes to Oklahoma. It's interesting.
That is. I didn't know Alabama was that high either, honestly.
Where's Notre Dame?
Indiana.
Oh, so it's
Like-
all this Midwest shit.
Oh, except Alabama,
Nice.
but
Well, yeah, besides Alabama, but
have you guys
hey,
ever been to the University of Alabama? Like just
Nope.
on the campus? It's insane. I got the opportunity to hang out with a friend down there in college on the way back from spring break or something. We stopped and said hi. He had left our school and went back to his hometown school of Alabama. And I mean, just the stories I was hearing. I don't know how much of this is true, but it was like they were having at the time. And this is like early, mid 2000s or something like that, maybe late 2000s. Having like fraternity parties with people like Drake playing them. You know what I mean? Like at the
I
time.
fucking hate frats.
Yeah, and it was like I'm just
I really
trying to
don't
imagine
like
the
college
dues.
culture. Like I would not want to hang out at college. It sounds miserable.
Yeah.
My brother joined a frat. It was just pay to like work for them, and then you get to go to the parties. Whoa, but yeah, not a big college culture person.
All I'm saying is the culture at that school was so far above and beyond anything I had experienced. You know what I mean? Like I hung out at Michigan State, gone to Western Michigan and some of these other bigger universities around the state, and had some fun and whatnot. But just like I don't know, it just seemed like that was on a different level at school.
I mean, I hung out at FSU, and that was like named party school of country for a while, but
Hanging out with Bert Kreischer back in the day.
I know. But that whole town, I don't know that town. I don't know how Ann Arbor is, but that town revolves around that college.
It's I don't know what I mean. What do you guys have any experience? Doesn't seem like a huge party town. I mean, they get behind the
Ann
football
Arbor?
games and stuff, but yeah, it's not like known for as a
Arbor is
party school.
Yuppie town is what
Yeah,
What?
I mean,
it is. It's freaking
Yeah,
yuppie.
I think it's
does that mean
medical side
hipster? Is that the same thing as
overshadows.
hipster? I don't know what yuppie means.
Hipster is a younger yuppie, I guess.
Okay. So is that just boomer language versus like millennial language or something? I don't know.
No, because I think that you would, as a hipster, you would mature into a yuppie.
Oh, okay. So it's literally just it's like maybe Tara can help me out on this one. What is it? Like a cougar and like a panther or something, like
I have no idea. Sorry.
No, we were talking about humans. What are we going on to now?
Oh,
What?
I don't know. The only thing I usually say about some men is I call them metrosexuals.
I heard that doesn't even exist anymore.
Probably
I
not,
actually
but
I listened to that discussion recently. I don't know, it must have been a podcast or something. They're like, yeah, that was a thing, like, I don't know, a decade ago, but like it's not. It's like that's just. It's not like I don't know. It's not like a classification anymore. I don't know what it has become or if it's become a norm or what, but it's like not a classification. It's kind of funny.
I don't know. I'm not up on the lingo at all nowadays.
There's a lot.
There is a lot.
It's
And then
hard
I
to
hear
keep up.
some of the kids at work. You're all rizzed up and stuff. So that's one. You're all rizzed up. I was like, what?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We all
Oh man.
our times had our
I don't
things.
even want to get into it.
Talking about campus towns, I guess I did get to experience some Cincinnati, a little bit of campus there, and it's kind of yuppie-ish. a little bit like, somewhat
That's
like
where
that.
All right, I have to Google what a yuppie is.
Yeah.
Is this going to put me on a list or something?
It's
Probably
just
not.
Yeah,
like,
you're gonna get mail from Ann Arbor now.
But it was cool. I didn't actually go to the University of Cincinnati. I went down there and hung out with friends that went there, so I experienced the whole
Party life.
party
thing,
life
yeah.
thing.
I never did that. I never went to
With
the
some
college
friends that
scene
went there.
shit. Did that? No, ever.
I had a house.
Did
with,
you see a lot of yuppies out there while you're out there running around? You run into some yuppies while you're out there.
So my definition of like yuppies, because I was funny because I was just watching Duck Dynasty with my son yesterday at his house, and they always call the city folk yuppies. So
Yeah,
you know, anybody that's not in the country here, yuppie to them.
So this is a
Yeah,
term
yuppie
coined
is
in the
like
1980s.
a higher end middle class person that wears very nice clothes and maybe drives a BMW.
Yeah, so like your classic Karen, that's a yuppie.
Well, maybe not a Karen that opens their mouth. How about that? They keep their mouth shut.
a Karen can be of any
Karen's could be
financial
everywhere.
situation.
I know, but
Yeah.
that attitude of entitlement.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
very
Okay, so now we're talking about the attitude, but let's define them real quick. According
All
to
right,
Google,
so for
it's-
girl, a yuppie goes on a ski trip since it's winter. Yuppies buy first of all buying all their clothes.
for sure
And
BMW and Audis,
they're
right?
what you would think of, like the puffy jacket. Like, look at that asshole. That doesn't
Yeah.
belong. They got
know
they got
what I noticed about
earmuffs.
puffy jackets is
Speaking of puffy.
if you wear a puffy jacket, you must be well off, like you're saying, because you either don't have a hardworking job in which you need a Carhartt style coat, or you don't smoke anything, because those things will get a hole in them and the feathers will go flying. They go dead so quick. Like you can't
Oh
smoke
yeah.
anything with those types of jackets. Those are the two things I've noticed. Sorry to interrupt. All right, so
No, you're good. No, yeah.
yuppie definition from Google. I'm gonna give you two of them.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
The first one is a young city or suburban resident with a well-paid professional job and affluent lifestyle. So basically, someone that's young in the younger generations, that's living in a city, has a good job, and is spending a lot of money. Whether they can afford to or not. This other one is, I think, the more recent one, if you will, according to a couple of these other Google search results. A young, upwardly mobile, urban professional person with an affluent lifestyle. So they keep talking about that affluent lifestyle.
I think that's too complimentary.
I think it was
Upwardly mobile. Like, what does that mean? Like you're moving up in life? No, like that. Just being a yuppie has nothing to do with whether you're going up or down. Usually, it means you don't have good hard work. It's like you've never worked a real job.
Because your parents fucking were the ones doing that.
Yeah, that's why there's a lot of them at college.
I mean, this is the term was coined in the 1980s. There was a
money brats that
1986
never
Italian
grow up.
comedy
So
film.
that's kind of it. Yeah, it comes with a negative connotation.
Yeah, so it's tied to gentrification. That kind of makes sense. Okay. Some writers began using the term pejoratively.
Yeah, gentrify those sons of guns. Hashtag eat the rich.
Yeah, okay. So see also baby boomers, dual income, no kids.
You really want to get taken down on YouTube? We're starting a revolution.
Don't do it. Hipster, international debutante ball. I don't know what some of these things are. Social climber, yuppie psycho. What does that mean? All right, I'm gonna go down a Wikipedia hole.
Yeah,
I'm gonna close that tab, and I'm back. Hey guys,
you're doing a live Wikipedia hole.
You're gonna get
from your brain.
You're gonna get in your actual mailbox. You're gonna get a physical letter inviting you to the.
What's the winter gear they always? You're gonna get north. What is it? North Pole gear.
Patagucci.
Or that Patagonia.
I got a Patagucci jacket. It was gifted. I didn't pay for it.
I don't know what Patagucci is.
It's the yuppie version of Patagonia.
It's like a Tamagotchi.
Is it real or are you just
no?
saying...
It's just what I call Patagonia.
Okay, yeah.
Jacket, right?
I was like, holy shit, they made it even yuppier. Like, that was the whole point of it. But
that's the non-yuppie version of Patagonia. I don't know.
So yeah, like a yuppie would go buy a Patagonia beanie instead of just getting your beyond quality Carhartt $12 beanie that everybody in the north has.
Wore
Just
one
of
today.
different colors now. Now they have 20 colors
A lot of colors.
because we're
I
in
got
the
my kids
future.
one. I got a pink
Yep.
one.
I got a gray one.
I
like it.
dislike that. I like classic. I like the classic Carhartt color.
What's
The
that?
brown.
Yeah. they're
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what my son has.
I guess. I don't think I'm a constructor or anything, so I can't wear that. That's what I've always told
I
myself.
mean, it's hard to match that. So, like, you got to go full Carhartt if you're
Well,
doing
then
that. Like,
yeah,
gotta,
then you
like,
need
have the
then you
brown
need Timberlands.
boots.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, you see me in
Might
that
as well-
shit. I wear that Carhartt
I'm a long
jacket. I've
time
got a
Timberland
Gucci
wearer.
Carhartt jacket
I've
and then
had Timberland boots almost my
I gotta
whole
say,
life.
yeah, for girl,
Timberland.
he definitely has like a contractor look. That's for sure when he pulls up sometimes.
Yeah, the truck that's covered from
He hops out of the
window
truck.
to
Yeah,
wheel
you're
and
like,
mud.
Yeah,
Pedro, where's Pedro?
2713
Get the
Michigan.
electric done.
Hey, he's
Golly.
called Mr. Rosin's neighborhood now, okay?
Oh,
Sure,
yeah,
I was
there
gonna
we
say,
go.
I actually listen to this, guys. I brought up a couple people I talked to recently. We had some discussions about yeah, it looks like number 2 ran it to the right. Juked one guy, number 11, and ran it right in. About
A
what is
juke?
it,
You said a
8 yards,
juke?
8
A
yards.
juke?
No way.
Oh,
No way. No way. A juke?
they hit the field goal off the post, but it bounced in and
Oh
still
my
good.
God. The
Now
ball
we're
did.
looking at
Oh
a
my
27 to
God.
13 lead here in the fourth quarter, and now
They
we're at
gotta be
commercial,
feeling
so I
pretty
can't give
good.
you any more information.
7 minutes left. 7 minutes, 9 seconds.
There you go. I'm probably
They gotta be
pirating the
feeling
stream.
good.
I'm definitely pirating it. I don't have ESPN.
That's crazy. You have to pay for ESPN.
I'm just looking at I think it's ESPN or something on
Just,
their
just like
live
free
score.
on their website, probably.
Yeah, exactly. On like a cell phone.
Well, yeah, that's what I always thought. Like they would just stream it.
Yeah, no, I'm streaming it, but not paying for
Like a UFC match.
something like that. Like every football game I watch.
I remember looking up UFC matches, and you're just like, "What's a legit website that gives you a UFC stream?" And you're clicking on probably the sketchiest links.
Just don't Google it. You got to use like.
Well,
a
this
different
was
search
like 10
engine.
years ago when I
Yeah,
was
well,
into it, watching every single UFC, but had no money to pay for.
the pay-per-views.
Yeah,
I remember
they only went up.
pay-per-view.
You know, the more hyped up they started getting.
I think my first one was in I want to say like the spring or summer of maybe 2009 or 10, and my cousins back like way back in the day, like 90s, were into all like the WWFE, whatever it was back then. I don't even know, but all the,
Yeah.
like the wrestling stuff. You know?
There's F back then.
Okay.
They got sued by the World Wildlife Federation.
Yeah, the panda logo, right?
Yeah, no, it was just the WWF part. Yeah, I think they do have panda in their logo.
Yeah, because I had a friend in
Panda,
college that was a
panda.
huge supporter of them for whatever reason, but they didn't like pro wrestling for some reason too. Anyways,
That was
so-
WWE though, but yeah.
okay, yeah. So cousins liked WWF, like definitely watched some of those with them. Like probably just got babysat by my aunt and uncle, you know, and that was what they were doing that night. And like that's okay. Like we're watching wrestling. What is this? You know, I'm 4 years old or something. And then probably not again until college. And one of my friends invited me over and, you know, some guys to watch a UFC fight. I had no idea what it was at the time. And I don't know if it was Frank Mir or someone like that. Like this is probably like 2009, 2010, whoever it was back in the day. It was a big like heavyweight fight. And I was just like, this is crazy. I had no idea this was going on and that people are paying $70 to watch this. So there's like this whole culture to it. And yeah, now look.
I remember the underground videos of the Ultimate Fighting Champion. Underground.
Kimbo Slice, remember him just wrecking people in parking lots and stuff?
Yeah,
Like,
that was backyard fight.
Royce Gracie. Oh,
yeah.
Well, the best, I think some of the best was Pride Fighting. It was
Yeah.
Pride Fighting
Yeah.
Ultimate before. It was in Japan,
Before.
I think, or somewhere
I think
else.
so.
But
was,
that
like,
shit
kinda
was
no-
gnarly. Like you remember the guy that looks like the brawny guy, kind of. He had the old mustache, and then he fought the big Asian guy that was same. They were both like 6'5", heavyweight dudes, and they
Oh.
just literally went at it. I'll find it.
And they were just throwing punches like constantly back and
For
forth.
2 whole minutes.
Taking punches to the face and
It
throwing
was
punches.
one of the best fights, and then the other one that was real famous was Vanderlei Silva. He was in the Pride fighting before he was in UFC. That's why he's such like a
Was
rockhead.
it Don Fry versus
Don Fry, that's it.
Yoshihiro
Yep,
Takayama?
that's
Don
it.
Fry,
Don Fry.
yeah, Don Fry's a
He's-
beast.
And he was like the American man. To me, I was like, is that guy from Gladiator? He always, like
He
he always
definitely
wore
looks
like,
like a cop or
Patriot
something.
stuff, and yeah. But yeah,
that dude
that
is
was a really good one. There was
That's
a
still
bunch
back
of
in
good
the
ones.
Rocky days, probably. Like,
But the
hanging
rules
over
were
this kid.
totally like unhinged there on that one. So it was just like you
Oh,
could
yeah.
knee people on
Okay,
the
so
ground. You could
hold on,
like,
hold
all
on.
kinds
This
of stuff.
now
Oh,
this
he
brings
was-
it full circle. Think about what you guys said earlier about helmets and football and rugby and leather helmets and all that. Now think about whether or not UFC fighters should be taping up and padding their knuckles and their wrists, or should we just go full fist? Because you're gonna get a lot.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of concept.
Well, here's
think
the thing, Roy. Do you
there
have
is-
sympathy for football players with CPS? And
I
all
want to
that?
see steroid Olympics. That's how I feel about all this.
There is. You
I-
can easily YouTube. There is plenty of bare knuckle fighters
Oh yeah,
and fights to watch. But God,
that was going on long before the UFC.
That's too. I mean, I love watching UFC, but that bare knuckle stuff, that's a little rough.
Yeah, for what? It's like just for what?
Just the sounds coming off of there for one.
May I introduce you to an Xbox? There's several fighting games we have.
Honestly, the sounds is what really is a lot to kind of turn my stomach to be like, why would you sit there
Okay,
and sign up
so
for that?
did you were you watching the UFCs early on in the pandemic?
Yeah,
When there was literally no crowd and it was
yeah,
just like
that's
the fighters and the coaches or whatever they call them in the side, and you're just hearing every single grunt, groan, crack, snap, and splat. Like,
and like you even hear them like lose their breath when they hit the mat. It's like damn.
Yeah, that was too close. Yeah, not interested in being involved in that. I think most of us are past our prime at this point in regards to fighting someone in a ring and training.
My cardio is not up, man. I wouldn't last past the first round, man. I'd be sucking hair. So
never had the cardio for that.
You just gotta get them down in the first round. You just gotta be one of those, like the $1 Million Baby.
The One Punch Man.
Yeah, One Punch Man.
Oh no, I'll just go. What's the dude with the giant sword through his chest? That was a WWE guy. Who's like a all-American wrestler. His chest. Well, it's sword tattoo. Sorry, I forgot the tattoo.
Oh, okay.
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That
he was also an NFL lineman before that.
Yeah, and before that, he was a all-American wrestler. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what, yeah. He's
Olympic wrestler, I believe.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was after, but yeah. You got to start somewhere,
Yeah, he did real well, but then he got, because I followed him because he was so big, I was just like, this guy's gonna destroy somebody one day.
Right.
And until he got like one of his organs got damaged, and so he went to surgery. Then he said, I'm fucking gonna come back. Came back, and the guy that fought him like totally targeted that part of his abdomen, and just fucking he just was like, I'm out. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but that guy amazed me, and I think that's if I had to do that type of fighting, that's what I would have to do is just charge the dude across from me like immediately off the bat, like ah.
Well, you see I'm not going one of the quickest ones where it's like the guy just runs into the flying knee.
Yeah,
you hear it, and that ends
the fastest knockout ever. Was that?
Yeah,
the guy just ran, and his opponent kind of I don't know what he was doing, maybe trying to shoot. But he ended up putting his head down, so he right down, right down into that flying knee.
That one out.
It was over. He was out right then. Before he even hit the canvas, he was out.
I love me some UFC. I like boxing too, though.
Yeah,
boxing's kind of gotten weird.
I like.
What do you think about these these Logan brothers? Are they doing boxing or UFC?
Don't get me started on that, stupid.
They're doing.
Let's hear it, Tara.
They're not either one of those things.
They're not.
They're not boxer or MMA fighter.
That's all for fucking. They've been on YouTube for fucking 10 years, and they're just trying to make
Get 'em, Tara.
money. And fuck the Logan brothers.
Market
sounds like they're being
a
competitive.
bunch of red dyes to children,
Terrible people.
your
They're
kids.
terrible people. They shouldn't even be allowed on this shit. They're terrible people. They shouldn't be able to take people's money.
Hold on, if you
But
knew,
they're making money. That's why they're
hold
allowed.
on.
They are.
Hold on.
Unfortunately, they are making a lot of money, but not in a good way. So they're not doing it the good way.
Well, one of them's right now, I think, is doing WWE whatever or something. And I don't know what the other's been up to.
One's doing like UFC stuff, kind of, or not. I don't even call it UFC.
Isn't it his own
like,
league though?
Yeah, and it's like these sporty
yeah.
kind of just certain, like two professional people. There's another professional guy like him that's, big name kind of person, and might be controversial, and so they pay a lot of money to see these dumb fucks fight each other. So basically, that's all that shit is. And the
She's
other
fired up. I love the nut tree reaction here.
I never understood why they got so big.
You even know who we're talking about? Thank you. He doesn't even have a fucking clue.
Yeah. Well, you will if you go into a grocery store. I noticed they just had a huge marketing campaign. They're in every single one I've gone into. Big old fucking Logan with the stupid Prime shit, which has to be bad for you. It tastes like those melted Freezy Pops.
They stopped
so you
selling
went
it.
and got one,
It's supposed to have nothing in it, huh?
So you went and got one?
No, ski drinks.
Oh.
I tried them once and I said that's cancer in a bottle.
That's what I thought about Red Bull.
Marketed to kids.
Monster.
But one of them I know got to start before YouTube. He was a Disney child, a little Disney star. One of the Logans. There's videos of it. Yeah, a lot of famous people started on as Disney kids.
No shit.
Leonardo DiCaprio. There's a bunch.
Did you put up?
I like that. That's the one you go with, but yeah.
Well, that's a little known one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And,
did you hear on
you
Club
guys know that
Shay
Matthew Perry used to be on Growing Pains?
Matthew Perry used
Anybody
to be
remember the show Growing Pains?
Yeah.
Well, as a kid or something?
With Tracy Gold and Kirk Cameron.
I know.
Yeah.
Matthew Perry was the boyfriend that died.
Oh, jeez.
Going way back.
That's ironic. Rest in peace.
Yes.
I think Michigan might have. I think they just intercepted it for like 80 yards or something. Hold on. They got it down to like the 6-yard line.
Give me the update.
Left.
2 minutes till hash time.
27-13. Michigan's in the lead. Oh, so Washington was at about their own 30. Threw an interception.
Hit some triple burger.
Sorry. Michigan 30 threw an interception at the Michigan 11, and looks like number 0. That's such a great number. Oh my god, number 0 ran it all the way back to about the 6, so about a 84-yard.
What's
run.
Next? You're gonna have pi as a number.
Yep, 84 yards.
They're on the 8-yard line.
Okay, so about an 81-yard run. Interception.
Nice.
Oh, let's go.
40 seconds.
Call it. Come on. Oh. Okay, so they're at about the 1. Yeah, I mean, I think I had to.
You guys know why the gladiator games were invented?
It's a wrap.
To distract people.
Yeah.
Keep them calm. So
what's happening that we should be distracted from? So many.
I'm not watching. I'm not distracted. I have the score that's good enough for me.
I'm gonna get ready for the dab.
Oh yeah, should probably do that too. I guess we're back with some Dankman Dan smoking that GG4 live.
Back with the Dankman Dan. I like his little idea today. The limesicle donut.
Yeah. He made a donut with some live resin, some limesicle, which is a triple blend of lime, skunk, cobra milk, and clementine rolled up.
It's a good blend
of it.
Yeah,
Send him some good vibes. He's not feeling well. He smoked that, and I bet he was after.
Yeah, I hope he's
34-13 now. They just got their extra point.
How many seconds left in the game?
Well, 3
Well,
minutes.
3 minutes and 37 seconds. How many total seconds?
I
Let's see.
need seconds. I
180
only
plus
have friends.
30, so 227 seconds. There you go.
Oh, so that's pretty much
No.
game.
Be 180 seconds.
Like
plus-
that'd be a real big
Was
comeback.
Yeah,
it
you're
200?
That'd
This
be
is
crazy.
217. I was off by 10, but I was close.
Yeah. And they can waste some time, I'm sure. They got some timeouts or whatever.
Well, that doesn't really take time off the clock, but you could take a couple Ds.
Well,
could,
like if
run
you
the
have the
ball,
ball
take it
at
out.
the end,
It could
and
be a
you,
half hour from now when this game is.
for
how
sure.
come like even though sometimes the clock still it's like 30 seconds left and then everybody finishes and rushes through the field. You know what I mean?
Because there's a play clock, and if you
Oh,
take your
I see what
last
you
knee
mean.
after the play clock, which is what 25 or 35
I always
seconds,
thought it was the timeouts, so they were just counting. Hey, they could time out it if
Yeah.
they wanted.
it depends on if you have any
Something.
left.
Yeah.
Baked, if you could play a professional sport right now, what would it be?
Gamer.
Like if you just got signed to like some
Oh,
random team. in a
We're
professional
counting gaming. Yeah, gaming.
That is a
sport.
professional sport.
Okay, I mean, there's definitely professional sports. I'm thinking
If
more
not, if not,
something that would be in like a like a high school or college athletics.
I probably play tennis.
Oh shit! Okay.
Golf.
one- that's
There's
one
tons of
versus
fucking
one.
golf.
And get good reach. That helps.
I'm quick. I used
Yeah.
to play a lot when I was little, but then I never
There
did.
you go. 30 got it down already.
I got a racket this summer. I have a really good one.
Wait, are you a yuppie?
He's trying
No.
to be. He doesn't have golf clubs yet. He's all right.
I've got some kids clubs if you want them. They're too small for me, which means they're definitely also too small for you.
He's
I
got
never
a
played golf. I never played golf. I played mini golf,
Me too. I'm with you.
but I wouldn't mind doing a smoking golf session because people seem to drink, but I'd rather just smoke. And but it does seem I want to get a cart. I have no desire to walk that far. I walk enough in my
Well, why
job.
don't we
So.
Why don't we just rent a cart and smoke and drive it around?
That's what I'm saying.
That sounds more
Well,
fun.
because it's kind of fun to be like, let me whack this ball like Happy Gilmore and see if I can get it near the hole.
No?
That's I think that's the fun of it. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. We have to. You have to try it to see
Yeah.
what's the fun of it. Same with like frisbee golf. I never really played frisbee golf.
No,
It
my
looks kinda
sister and my
fun.
mom like it.
We got a thing right there near me, in the park, a
Oh,
course.
Shark's got one.
Yep.
I got a
So
whole bag of frisbees.
No, there you
Well,
go. Not-
we'll have to play when it gets warmer.
We talking disc golf?
Mm.
Disc golf. That's it. Yeah.
like for girl who wants to say
What's
how
wrong,
much
Tara?
like
Sure, it's frisbee.
holding back right now.
I'm
Let
holding
me hear
back
it.
because I created an
There's an
18-hole
obsession here with that. So.
Ah,
nut treat. I'll start with you. I created an 18-hole disc golf course on my property.
Yes.
yeah.
I don't have
You got
you know,
years.
I don't have the $3,000-$4,000 or whatever it is for the cages to put up
Yeah.
all or the nets or whatever. I can't even think of the word right now. It's been so long since I've actually played properly. But so what I did is I went to Menards. I bought the wooden numbers that are for addresses, and I bought enough to get me 1 through 18. Spray painted them with very fluorescent orange spray paint, and then nailed them to trees. And you just got to hit the tree. The trunk of the tree is the kind of concept. So it's a little bit of a different game, sort of. But yeah, man, I'm just like, yeah, let's just start nailing these things to trees and just going back and forth, and we can play some disc golf. Like, let's go.
Hey, if it
Yeah.
works.
Heck yeah.
I'm a huge fan, man. I played like 3 days a week for a couple of years, but I blew out some shoulders and elbows and haven't played too much very often lately.
You guys remember field day at school?
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
It's the
How
best
cool would it be to do like a Michigan Rose Grove field day?
There you go.
And we
Yeah.
just do stuff like that.
I guarantee you I can get a track.
Maybe you got face paint or something over there. I don't know.
Well, we gotta for
balloons.
sure do like a
Stack
400-meter dash and some triple
Board
jumps.
games. We got board games under the canopy. Smoking
I thought we were
and
doing
chilling.
physical stuff, like field-based stuff.
Well, you gotta rest and smoke,
Gotta move things.
and you gotta eat. If you're doing physical stuff, correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you gotta fuel the body?
I'll bring the smoker.
There you go. Another reason to bring out the smoker there, bud.
Portable smoker.
I told your deer story today at work, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
which one?
They got a kick out of it. The one after show.
Oh,
Yeah. It's
Red.
Redo.
cheers, buddy.
Glad you made it.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
How goes it?
Glad I was able to make it too. Good. I was reinstalling all of those GML lights, all of those tarantula, veggie, and tarantula veggie and leafy green. I'm gonna get that right. Lights.
I like the sound of that, except the fact you said reinstall. What do you mean reinstall?
Onto a new shelf, a bigger shelf, wider shelf. The shelf that I was using. So what's really nice is you guys know the old baker shelves, right? The old wire rack shelves, kind of
Oh yeah, got way too many of them.
in commercial, industrial restaurants and stuff like that. So what I was using was 18 inches wide. And, it fits a proper 1020 tray. If the 1020 tray is going to overlap, no big deal if you're just putting 1020 trays on it and you don't mind it overlapping. The lights are going to spread out either way. No big deal. So I was trying to use one of those. We currently had some smaller ones. If you look over there, that size, all that junk there on that guy, it's like a 3
4
foot
foot tall,
It's like it's like 4 5 feet
4
tall.
by 4 by like 12 or something.
It's like 60 inches tall or something like that. And they're like, 12 to 16, 14 inches deep, something like that. Those were currently in the kitchen right behind me. I got a couple of them that corner out this wall behind me that we kind of keep all of our kitchenwares, that being one of them in the corner there. See the ball jars and stuff on it. So we replaced that one with the one that I currently did yesterday, where I hooked up all the GML lights on. It was a 4 foot wide rack, 6 feet tall. It was 18 inches deep. The problem is I have one Fluence Razor X light that's a little bit wider than that 18 inches and actually a little bit longer than 48. It's like 48. It's like true 48 inch light. Like it's 48 fucking inches. And those shelves are like 48 inches end to end. So kind of needs to stick between the bars. So we had to go out and source a 24-inch deep shelf, specifically with a little bit of the added cost on there just to fit that bottom light. But that's going to increase our productivity tenfold because of the space. And also, taking a look at this depth of 24 inches, I think we can actually fit additional 1020 trays on there. I think it'll be more than just 4 across. I think we can actually set up and add an extra 1020 tray and do 4, like 2, 2, 2, 2, and then fucking 1, or 2 and 2, 2 and 2 and 1. Yeah, there we go.
Quick question: is it so? Where's the light that's on the top of this tray, or that's lighting the top shelf? Do you have one that's lighting the top shelf, or is that more like ambient room light?
What do you mean, like the top of the shelf? Like
like very top shelf. Do you have plants up there? Do you have a light sitting up there?
No, at the very top shelf, that's going to be storage.
Okay.
Up there. Put some things that like are germination racks, right? Stuff like that.
Okay. I'm just trying to picture if you would have been able to I don't know, tell me if this makes sense. Like put either that bigger light that doesn't necessarily fit like amongst those bars, the vertical bars. Could you put that right on top or hang it above it? Do you not have the vertical space? Or I think you said it was a Fluence light.
Probably could have been set on top of the whole thing, but I mean, I'd be losing out on PPFD with all the shadow of all those little bars. I mean, no big deal. We had to buy an extra baker's rack anyways for this corner in this.
Dude, I have literally like 6 of them. I don't, and they're like all full. It's just all storage. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess one of them is.
We have multiple here. I mean, I have just here at the house. We have 1, 2. I'm sitting next to 3. There's 1 more in the kitchen. There's 2 in this back room. Another 2 in that back room. So yeah, there's 6 just on this floor alone. And out at the farm, we have probably another fucking one, two. We use them for our drying racks. I actually dry on these things. There was a time where they were actually relatively cheap, not the really industrial ones. You're right. The industrial ones are great. The holes, the wire racks are really, really close together. So, you put stuff on it, put a jar on it. It doesn't just like fall through the
or a solo cup clone,
Yeah, exactly. These ones over here that I got over here that I just showed you, those wires are like that big apart, dude. You fucking couldn't even set your element papers on it. You know what I mean? So anyways, I really don't know where I was going with that. But anyway, yeah. The Amazon used to have for like, dude, you get a fucking, the ones I got 4 feet wide, 6 feet tall, the big ones, but they're not industrial. They're not going to hold 500, 800 pounds of shelf. They'll hold, 300 pounds of shelf or whatever they are. But they were like $80 at a time. These ones, they're like double that now for a little more of a industrial quality. But then the 24 by 48 by 72 inch.
Yep.
That
Those
was
the ones I got.
$190.
It's insane, man. I remember going to Target, dude, literally going to Target and getting them for like $80 or something like that. And then I remember I don't know if it was pre or post pandemic, but it was that around that 2019, 2020 time. And it must have been 2020 because I remember going back and all of a sudden they were like $140. And I'm like, that kind of seems like more than I paid in the past. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I wouldn't have to shop around for these things. And I don't know if I got a deal at the time or what, but it was like all of a sudden they were like, yeah, almost double. And I wouldn't be surprised if they were close to triple now.
I'm sure I could probably get it cheaper at Costco or something like that, but I'm sure it wouldn't be that much cheaper.
I did end up buying those industrial racks at Costco. I think they might have been on sale or something at the time. I know I've talked about it in the show in the past, but like that's a totally different game versus like these wire racks that you can get at, Menards, Home Depot, Lowe's, Target.
Better.
Yeah. Those industrial shelves, those literally will hold like 5,000 pounds per shelf or something like that. It's insane.
Yeah,
congratulations to the University of Michigan. They just won the national championship.
Oh yeah, this is a game.
Yep.
Nice.
34-13.
The used to be able to get 5-footers, the industrial ones with the the loaded racks with the notches on the side, and you gotta load them up. You get the 5-footers, 6 feet tall, 24 inches deep. You get those for like, dude, they were like $120 at Lowe's at one time. And then slowly they got a little more expensive. And then next thing you know, they're $400. You know what I mean? You might be able to get them. And they're not even that size anymore. Now they're only like 6 feet. They're either 4 feet or 6 feet. They don't even have the 5-footers anymore. The 5-footers were great because you can fit one of those flood trays on it that aren't a true 48. You get like a 48-inch flood tray, but that's an inside diameter. And then you still have like the lips on the edge. So it's actually like 52 inches. Those were good for those 5-foot shelves because you could fit like one of those extra large 48-inch trays, flood trays on those things.
I have I think it's like maybe it's 96 site cloner. It's like this giant cloner, like close plus or minus 20 100, I guess, plus or minus 20 on 100 sites. A big arrow cloner, and that fits on one of those 2x4 wire racks. Now, it made me nervous to put water in it, and fill it up with, I don't know, probably like 12 gallons of water or whatever, but it held. And it was nice because even, when it was raised up and I wanted to drain the water, like all I had to do is prop it up on something and, take the little valve off the end and pour it into a 5-gallon bucket versus trying to move a 100 site cloner, you know what I mean? Like over to the sink, like there's no way, so you just kind of got to work with what you got. And I had to get it up higher, and fortunately that worked. I don't know how long I didn't do it too long. I prefer an arrow cloner on the cement floor, I guess, than I do, suspended. But in terms of swapping that water out, there's not a whole lot of options.
Yeah, I hate trying to lift it up because it's like it's wide, so like as soon as you lean one side,
dude. Yeah, dude.
and it just so heavy, and you try to correct it, and it's just like
You don't notice until like about a second and a half later, and all of a sudden,
going on a hill. You're like getting speed wobbles. You know what I mean? I'm like speed wobble, speed wobble, speed wobble.
for sure, dude.
Trying to get into a bucket.
Yeah, those. It's just they're too big. They're too big. It was, I don't know what I needed at the time, but I haven't used it too much lately.
I have both my dogs annoying the shit out of me. I have one on each side right now.
What are you doing?
They probably want to go out, Dad.
I'm leaving him alone, but I just put one hand on each side, and like Quibbly's fine with me just petting his head. And Boris, he wants to try to fucking lick me every 2 seconds. So I keep
Yeah.
These guys wouldn't stop fighting over this sock over here. That
Yeah,
shit.
one stinking holiday sock. They've been just each one had to have one mouth on it. They've been literally laying on the floor with it just between each one's mouth to mouth, just laying here doing this for 45 minutes.
That's
Take it
hilarious.
away.
And I finally just took it away and said, "Fuck it."
Then they started bothering us more.
Yeah, and now they're like, "We're out."
Yeah. Now they're back there.
Yeah.
Zonked out.
They want the sock back. We took Ruben to his, well, I guess second vet appointment. His
Oh yeah.
set of vaccinations and stuff like that, and he's got a urinary tract infection, so that makes
Aw.
it makes better sense on why he's been peeing. He's been peeing every 15 to 20 minutes. We're like,
Aw.
what the fuck, dude? We bring him in from going outside, and we play with him for like a minute, and as soon as he's like starts sniffing around, then all of a sudden he pees. We like turn around for 1 second, he just spot pees. It's just having a real hard time holding it. So
That makes sense then.
makes a lot of sense. So he's on some antibiotics. So hopefully he'll kick that in a couple days. And we
How
might-
much does he weigh?
He's 16 pounds.
16 pounds. That's as much as my grandson weighs.
Change, which is like double in the last 4 weeks, I think.
So cute.
He's doubled up in the last month. So if that sticks up, he'll probably be in the 20-pound, 25-pound range
Wow.
this month. He's getting big fast. His color's already starting to get a little darker. He can walk a little better. It's kind of cool watching him, like more of a terror, but then a little less of a terror now. We're working pretty heavy with him. He just has tons of puppy energy.
Puppy power.
I think he's super tired because he's constantly has to go to the bathroom. So he's just through that puppy phase. And we haven't slept in, I don't know, we're going on like a year and a half or something like that. So
Might as well keep it going a little longer.
we're ready to go. Keep it rocking, man. Keep it rocking.
Now you guys will get over the puppy face, and then Becca will get pregnant.
That's what I was just gonna say. When are you gonna have a baby? Yeah.
We were like, well, let's get another dog in March. And then we'll have a kid, and then we'll get some sleep in like 2048, sometime around.
All right.
I guess more animals, like some
Mondays
goats
and
and stuff.
Tuesdays. I'll help you.
Daddy Red used to always say, "Get enough sleep when you're dead," right?
Yep, I say it too.
And
Just get a fish tank.
I'm always health conscious, and I'm always like, oh, you gotta have 8 hours of sleep. It's a lot better for your body. There are some times in life where you literally have to. You just can't get as much sleep. You physically cannot. You have to take care of other
Sometimes your body won't let you. Like in my case, I for some reason I can only sleep for like 2 hours, and then I'm like wide awake,
Unless we're driving in the car, and then she
and then I'm
sleeps
like
right
out.
away.
But it's kind of, I don't know, it's weird. I wonder if my mom used to drive around with me when I was a baby or something. I'm wondering. Maybe I should ask.
But if she's driving, then you're fine.
Yeah,
right?
if I'm driving, I'm fine. Who knows?
Huh.
I don't know. Weird.
It used to be a trick for me. It's like my kids couldn't sleep, man. Get in the car. We'll get you to sleep. Drive around the block a couple times. Boom, they're sleeping.
I mean, literally, it's maybe 30 minutes, and I'm out. Just out.
Like a light bulb.
Especially if you got the heat going. Oh,
Well, we've got heated seats. Oh, that's the best.
Yeah. I know. I need a chauffeur.
I know. That's the
That
thing.
sounds really nice.
That's why
Yeah.
I'm able to sleep.
I never
I
sleep
got-
in a car anymore.
He's driving Miss Daisy all the time. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
You'll pay me back someday.
Maybe.
What I still gotta hit veg. I made the mistake of putting it off.
Oh, yuck.
Well, I was like, I wanted to sit down and eat.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah, that's worth it then.
Eating's important.
That's worth it.
So then I just did that instead, and then it's like I'll just take care of it after the show.
Yeah, I didn't.
I could go to sleep right now.
What do you got to do, Big? I just jumped in.
I just gotta go hit veg.
Oh, water veg. Yeah, I gotta.
Most of it should be good because it was transplants yesterday, but
Oh, yeah, for
Be
sure.
drinking
all the
much.
stuff that didn't get transplanted, I gotta check.
We should probably check ours too. I didn't check some of our veg also.
That's
Do-
the grind, man.
It really is. I got to do the same thing. I spent all day harvesting fresh frozen that grapefruit.
Oh,
There it is again, dude. I literally was writing on the bags grapefruit Durban. It's grape fun dip. It's
you
so-
fucked up. You fucked up and said
know,
it.
I know, it's
Where's
scratch it off.
Durban? What's up with Durban?
It's gone. It's gone.
No. I thought you had one in flower.
Quit bringing it up, mate.
It's gone. No, it's gone. It's gone.
Oh, all
It's
right.
forever gone.
Okay, doc.
It's forever
Why
gone.
was there a plug on Durban then?
What's that?
Find it again. Somebody else.
You
can-
go-
Well, it's on my
I go-
mind. It's because it's GFT and it's grape fun dip, but it's grapefruit Durban. You know, it's just so close, and that's why we've
Grapefruit
got that
Durban
squirt
sounds
coming because
good.
I'm looking for that grapefruit Durban, trying to bring that flavor profile back. You know, but yeah, I harvested. Man, dude, this was a hefty table. I already took not all the tops, but a ton of the tops for flour, and then went through and harvested just all day long, fresh frozen, and stuffed the freezer full. I'm very satisfied with it. I'm still only probably 75% of the way through the harvest, but you know,
Nice.
as I'm going through, you know, I'm kind of taking the tops and stuff. So now we're getting down to that nitty gritty, kind of the lowers and stuff. And it's just like you know how it is, a little bit more difficult to trim and smaller nugs and stuff like that. It's just like
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
I
Suck
feel
part.
the DJ in me feels the need to do hype man real quick. Let's get some smoke clouds up in chat, everybody. I have seen the pause in chat has not seen anybody's hands go up in a minute. It's
There we go.
what are we smoking on this evening?
I like DJ Red. We haven't seen DJ Red in a minute. Yeah.
Rainbow Driver match being lit up right now. Smoke clouds up there for Rainbow Driver.
Oh, there we go. D-Man.
There they are.
And
Becca would like me to share the joint. Becca says hello, everybody. Cheers.
Hey, back.
She's getting some nuts.
Ooh.
I ordered a special edition pack of Lands Spartan.
Oh, are they all foil?
Of course.
Of course they are.
But they're pixels. Pixel
Oh.
Lands.
Those are cool.
But it's unopened. It's still
What do you mean
packet.
unopened?
I don't think I'm gonna open it. I think I'm gonna. It's a collector's item.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
So I think I'm gonna keep one, and then later I'm gonna buy another one to open. But I'll keep one as an investment.
Wait, do you open the first one or the second one you buy?
Probably the second, just to make sure
There
I
you
have
go.
a first
There you
one
go.
as an
First
investment.
edition, you know, it's that lower number. You got to keep
Yeah.
that high
So
value.
your plan with the first one is just to
Low number.
stash it somewhere and never look at it for another 20 years.
No, I'm gonna put it on that shelf you were admiring the other day, and then I can see
Oh,
it every
okay.
day.
I like it.
But I think in a couple of years though, it came out this year or last
It's
year.
land. It's land, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, look up elf on land and see how much it goes for.
Hang on, let me find this real quick.
It's
I got
not
this.
gonna-
I
it's
got a
not gonna
couple.
be more than not even $1.
I got a couple of these. Hang on.
And I'm not saying it's some special land. I'm saying regular, like forest.
See these?
Not
These
yet,
are
not
also
those.
lands.
Yeah, I know those are my cards. I do know what those are.
Yeah, I know you do. Those are lands, so I think
Basic land.
one day, it might take 5 years, it might take 10, but that's what the guy that bought Bitcoin for less than a cent.
But you know what
Also.
I'm going to say though, right? I
What?
opened a pack to get those. Those aren't in a pack sealed. I opened a pack and I got those cards.
Oh, I know. You can't get the pixel ones any other way. Stupid. So they've really capitalized. How do you say it? Capitalist. They really capitalized on
Capitalized.
capitalism.
Yeah. There you go.
You know, with Magic the Gathering
They had a
now,
capitalistic approach.
because they got these drops of lands only and other stuff only, but they're pretty sweet sometimes. But yeah, I got that coming, and then let's see. Yeah, we're
Nice.
getting into Magic. If you haven't noticed, people, we're getting into Magic.
Can we go
Yeah,
back to football?
No, football
Football's over.
has very little
It just ended.
strategies. It's not
Ooh,
interesting.
Red's got a. How is he doing
Magic.
that? How is he doing that?
Magic.
He's moving his thumb.
He's
No, I like that
Guys.
Magic too.
That's
Guys.
great magic.
Doesn't that hurt? Don't pull it all the way out, dude.
When has anybody
so
here
rad.
been to a Magic show? I have not.
I used to put on magic shows. What are you
David
No.
Copperfield.
I also used to put on magic.
No, not professionally. No, I've never been to a professional magic show.
I have not.
Nope.
Sounds fun though. I feel like I've seen a couple of amateurs in the day though.
Used to play hide the hot tub.
What does that mean?
Whoa. That's
Code word.
subjects. No.
I never play that game. What does that mean?
I stopped hot and
This is the late sesh.
replaced a word with hot tub instead of hot something else.
Chicago style.
There's a game called Hide the Hot Dog, and instead of hide the hot dog, I said hide the hot tub. Doo-doo. Play on words.
Randy Leahy in chat is asking me, I know if GML plans to test the Tarantula Tent Ultimate 4x4 in a 5x5 space. I'd love to see what the par map would look like. I'm not aware of them doing that test, no. But I can ask him if he wants to do that test. I'd imagine it'd be pretty decent on the outside edge even. You'd probably have to hang it a little bit higher to cover the additional space. But cranked up, it's got enough power to throw enough PPF down, I think, even in a 5x5. But I love my Tarantula Tint Ultimate 5x5. I just took some part tests from it actually today at 24 inches. At 24 inches, it was still over 800 PPF.
Nice.
And so I quickly dimmed it down from 100% down a little bit.
Dude, speaking of dimmers, right? I know AC Affinity has It's probably the easiest. Little dial rheostat style. It's just like minimum, maximum. Minimum, it's like green, yellow, red. It's just a little rheostat dial. You plug something into the bottom. Usually use them for variable speed controllers, right? Little variable speed controllers. Simple rheostat. It's usually fan speed controllers, whatever. I used to get them from I don't know, man. Blue Pilot, Autopilot, and all these Hydro Farm. Dude, they were like $70 on Hydro Farm. $80.
What?
However fucking much they used, $60 or whatever they were.
Or a light dimmer.
They were $30. Maybe they were like $30. I don't know. Maybe they're like $30. I was at Harbor Freight today. I saw the exact same fucking things that are off brand for like
$5.99.
It was 17, but it was still 60.
Oh, okay.
And
That's how much I feel like they should.
It looked the exact same. It was just a different brand. The plug was in the same spot on the body. It was the same color, everything. Harbor Freight. Yeah, I would have had no idea. I'm sure you could use them for just light dimmers or whatever.
I think I've only bought those things off Amazon, probably for that reason. It's like it just seems like a simple thing. Just give me what works, I guess. Whatever.
Found out.
Yeah,
I have one running right now on my filter fan there.
Fans, yeah.
Well, shout out to GML. I have a GML light controller, which is, I think, one of the most, if not the most affordable light controller out right now. Coming to me, so I can't wait for it to get here.
How much is it?
Nice.
I think $200.
I think
And it's like essentially replaces the Trollmaster, right? It's kind of one of those type of deals.
Yeah, you can control all these lights that we've made, all of ours, or any light that has the RJ45 port in it. You know, the network cable. kind
So
of
other
port.
lights too. Even if I modify an HLG light, it can run those.
Mhm.
Woo!
Yeah.
Is it just lights?
What do you mean? What else?
Does
that
that
all
have
the
like
like no hydro
control?
or nothing.
Okay, yeah, like 12 months, right?
No, you still need
Yeah,
Aqua
well,
X for that.
yeah, that's still neat.
Well, my Hydro X or whatever it's called controls CO2, controls my
Yep.
lighting, whether that's on and off time, whether that's sunset or sundown time, whether that's dimming because of temperature, whether that's internet control or what have you, app control, I guess at that point. Also controls, like I said, the CO2, sets my minimum ppm, and then turns it on when it needs more. And I found out today when I walked in the room, I am out of propane, so I got to replace that tank. 362 ppms versus like 1,092 or something like that. I'm usually sitting at. What else is control? It has in the past controlled my irrigation because I just hooked up some essentially smart plugs to it and had that on and off times just go when I needed them to for a certain amount of time. I know you can control your ACs with them, although I don't have that set up because I hate my AC.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of open slots.
Yeah, no, there's definitely like I'm probably only utilizing like 40% of it. Seems like there's a lot that you can do with it though. It's just the
Yeah.
sensors though, and all the extra equipment. You know?
Really cost, yeah.
Yeah, it's you end up spending like $5,000 on just setting up like a 20 light room or something.
I'm gonna try to share screen
So-
here. I'll show you guys this.
Nice.
But yeah, here it is. See, $200. But what I like about it is for the Borg that I have, it has the 60 presets of customized spectrums. So I could just flop through them like instantly instead of having to like punch in each one, which is cool as hell. And then as long as you have the RJ45 port, you'll be able to do up to 100 lights. And you can control up to four different channels. No, you can do 4 different 100 light rooms on a single channel or 2 different 200 light rooms on a dual channel. So it's a dual channel controller. So you'll be able to, as like a regular home grower, could set one channel for your veg and the second channel for your flower. And with one controller, control all your lights. Well, as long as you don't have lights other than their veg and flower.
How many?
Which I think is cool.
How many ports do you have to run it out of the back? Is there like individual ports for each one of those channels?
I think there's 2.
Yeah, it's probably 1 port per channel, and then
Wait.
from there you daisy
I
chain it.
will update you when I get it. When I get it, I'll update you on that. I don't know. It doesn't have a picture of it. It's just the front.
No, say is there a side picture or a back picture?
Oh, this is concept pre-order, guys.
Yeah.
It's early adopter shit, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, I got the tracking in the email today, so it was sent out today from Canada. So I don't know how long it's going to take to get here, but I'll let you guys know when I get a picture of it.
A little bit here soon.
Get it.
Dude, it took me like 4 days to get my lights from GMO.
Yeah, it's
Dope.
quick, man. It's super quick.
We use UPS. They tend to treat us pretty good, but there is a lot of. Sometimes I wish they were gentler, I guess is what I'll say.
Ain't that the truth?
I may have been wrong about saying that the name of the light isn't on the light. It's not, but I believe there's model numbers on there. So I believe the model number would be specific between the veggie light and the leafy green light. So even though the light itself doesn't say it, I believe there's a model number. So I guess it doesn't really need it.
Spartan, yeah, he doesn't put his. I mean, at least on the tarantula long legs I have, there's no like indication that that's what that is, other than the model number and just like a small kind of identification sticker, if you will. He's not like doing giant branding, GML, like just across the. Like
no, yeah, I think
what
what you're going to see is on that plate. That plate that I didn't even look that closely on, to be honest. I'll have to look closer.
And I mean, that's got to help with the cost savings. Like, because trust me, like I'm all about branding and stuff. Red and I with our white and red bags, teaming up with 321 Genetics. We got our purple bag. Like we just, everyone's got a purple, red, or white bag. Like we love our branding and stuff, but to do that on like a LED light to engrave it or to laser etch it or to even just slap a sticker on there, like on every single one, that seems like a lot. And I think what he's doing is kind of doing it right. Just like focus on the tech, like focus on the productivity, the efficiency.
CMO logo on there, but that's it.
Is there like a little sticker or something?
Well, yeah.
Is there a serial number?
I'd imagine there's a serial number model. I haven't looked at all the numbers on it. There's
that's what I mean with like I don't know what to call it, like a UPC label. Like there's definitely like a label with all that like the important information.
Yeah. That's what
it doesn't
really
like
need.
It's not like hugely branded, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I was my eyes were looking for the name of the light just so I didn't like mix them up, because they all look the same unless you turn them on and they just have a slightly different spectrum. Then you can tell. But if they're all off, it's like, well, which one's which? So I was just trying to look. So I had to like keep them separate as I was taking them out of the packages. But then I was thinking back to it. There's probably a model number somewhere on it, and that would be the indicator. So
yeah, I'm pretty confident he has all that info on there. I'm watching these like replays from this game, not the replays, but the kind of final moments. And it's funny seeing the difference of this quarterback from Washington, like limping. He's limping off the field, covering his face with a towel, holding his stomach. I don't know. Did he get beat up that bad, guys?
No, I didn't see the game.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, what do you mean? We've been here.
Russ, I feel like you. No, never mind. I take that back. I was gonna say I feel like you could do well in fantasy football just looking at that kind of basic stuff, but I feel like you'd also hate it like I do. I'm loving the replay of the and you guys again haven't seen this, but those like sky cams, like there's not a drone, but like the cam that like it's on the wires and just swings.
Oh yeah. The floating cam.
Yeah. There's a like a confetti string or whatever attached to the front of it, and so they keep flying it over the field, and it's just got this gold streamer across the front. It's entertaining.
That's funny.
Anyways, back to weed.
No, fantasy football ruins football for me. Fantasy football makes it so that I can't watch a game anymore. You're watching players instead of games.
That's fair.
And then it's I can't. It takes the fun out of football. Well, I don't watch much football anymore.
I was gonna say I cut the cord, and then I think I got into fantasy football after I quit watching football.
I'm in the same boat. I think Spartan and I started playing fantasy football and realized I was paying too much attention to the players and wasn't really. I mean, it was fun for a little while, but after a while, I stopped caring as much for football, I guess. Yeah. Now the Browns, though, the Cleveland Browns, they're on their way. I've been waiting for them all my life to go to Super Bowl.
Hey,
welcome to Detroit, dude.
Exactly. That would be awesome if it's the Lions and the.
I mean, what do you think the chances are at this point? I'm giving it about a 3% chance.
It is pretty low. Let's put some. Let's
do it.
Raise
some money, some spreads.
Hold on. Put a gram on it.
I'll put a fucking quarter ounce of extract on it. Let's go.
There you go. Yeah. There you go, Troy. That's the
I see you, Russ.
Oh man.
Quarter ounce
on
the line.
Line's coming down the chute.
I don't even know what the bet is, but we got it recorded.
This is where I step in, and there will be no betting with
I'm just talking about.
All right, Mom, you gotta go. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
What you thinking?
Find some other avenue.
I'm talking about playing the odds here, and
playing some action. Yeah, let's do it.
What is Red trying to tell us here?
No money.
Oh my god!
Look at that late sesh. What's up, everybody?
I have a feeling there's a puppy involved.
There's a puppy over there.
Probably, for sure. I don't think he was just backing that thing up for us.
So either. Unless he's got an OnlyFans thing going we don't know about, man. I don't.
Hey, man, they had to diversify.
Called Only Red.
It's 2024, baby.
Now this is the late sesh that I know.
Yeah, man, we're hitting all the topics. We're getting all. What the hell are you eating over there?
I've been nailing Frosted Flakes.
I was just gonna say, you're not gonna eat another
Frosted
box of
Flakes?
Frosted
I'd
Flakes in
indulge.
one night, are you, man?
No,
No,
almost.
Well, I like it.
Nope.
I just went and slammed a cupcake. If you wonder where I went earlier,
Dude, I would love a cupcake. I got those hearts.
Did you eat the
Is
They're
that
whole
what's
probably
in
good,
your
yeah.
beard?
Aw, you ate the whole thing. Nothing for me.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot to tell you guys. Guess what I found out?
what did you find
What?
out, man?
What? Tell us.
Lowe's and Home Depot are phasing out, and mine already did. Schedule 80 piping.
For
So
what?
there's
reason?
just no need for it. There's just no need for it. I said, well, here I am with a need for it, and you don't have any.
What are you using Schedule 80 for?
I was going to use it for the fish tank, like the
Potato
fittings.
guns.
Oh,
But first of all, Schedule 80 is better. It's more sturdy, holds more pressure.
why
In
can't
Europe,
you use PEX?
in Europe, it's a standard for house plumbing.
Why don't you use PEX?
Yeah, but we're not Europe, dude.
You can only get PEX in red and blue, and I don't want red and blue.
What about
Yeah.
black?
Europe
make it
doesn't have
black?
air
Oh, I
conditioning.
could use black.
Yeah, they make black.
We could try it on this next tank.
I got the crimper tool if you want to do crimps.
Yeah, we
or-
just.
or you
You
can get
think
the
it would
shark bite.
would it go around a barb? Usually the pumps have a
I
barb
would-
fitting.
I would say for you to do shark bite fittings because
No, I mean like what's coming out of the pump is a barb.
okay,
So
yeah, so you can jam it onto
you
the
just
bar.
pick the right size. Yeah, I didn't know if it's flexible at all.
Well, you get a clamp. You
Yeah.
gotta put a clamp on top of it. But I
Okay.
think I might even have that PEX tool if you want.
I do too. I got
Okay,
that.
nice.
We might try that.
Yeah, you just put a clamp on top.
I don't know if
We'll
anybody
see that.
uses PEX.
Yeah, dude.
I
Everyone uses PEX, dude. What are you talking about?
The new
No,
thing.
in
it's
the,
better.
in the aquarium
Like
industry.
10 years. Well, they gotta catch up, bro. I mean,
I'm
you
gonna
could be the
Google it.
pioneer. Start a new
think
YouTube
it's-
channel.
I think it's
PEX
got like
fish.
Let me
less.
tell you, everybody's using it. Okay.
I think it's.
Okay.
PEX you with my fishy, dude.
I think PEX is like way less, like that leaches less shit, like than what PVC does.
This one says.
I
"Anyone
think everything
use
about it
PEX
is
for
better,
plumbing?"
from what I understand, but I might be totally wrong. So don't listen to me.
Bob,
They make
you my
PEX
voice.
in all different
I haven't heard that.
diameters too.
If there's so it's well, yeah. I mean, it says apparently some of the fittings have metal in them.
Metal and fit. Yeah, the shark pit fighting is probably, or maybe the crimp. No, the crimps are on the outside, so it wouldn't.
Yeah,
matter.
I'm looking at this picture. It looks like they're on the outsides, but yeah,
Yeah.
anything that would be metal that would touch the water wouldn't work. But hang on,
Okay, so you just have to do all the crimps. That's fine.
the PEX connectors I have use brass, which is fine. Yeah, as long as yeah, I guess there's no reason not to use PEX until somebody comes along. I'm reading a forum post.
And the cool thing about PEX is that, like, if you need to go around a bend or a little bit like that, you just bend it. You don't have to make any weird,
Extra
elbows or
fittings.
yeah, or different fittings. It's all one piece. It's like a
We
whole-
all know you love your PVC glue and your PVC primer, and we
does.
all
I
do.
do, I do.
Baked. But sometimes you just gotta upgrade. Sometimes you gotta
Yeah.
go on to the next thing.
Well, PEX is lighter too, so it's less strain on the holes
yeah.
in
It's-
the glass.
It's flexible. It's expandable.
It's always good to have less strain in the holes, man. I think that's a good.
Okay.
The Late Sesh. Get tips
I mean,
here.
I'm not disagreeing, but
21 and up or something.
I think we're already in that category just by smoking one hit of weed.
Well, I decided to say it just like I'm gonna tell everybody to switch to live chat.
It's crazy because you could have a fun game just like narrating what you see in red screen as he goes back.
I was just gonna ask him if he does squats on the daily. Like, dude, you got that thick booty. There it is.
Bag that
Alright.
up.
Nerd.
Going off the hams.
I'm dead.
Welcome to the Late Sesh.
They call them skull crushers.
Oh, I got another fun Gen Z word for you. Speaking of skull crushers, I found out a new term. This is like even newer than cap, if you can believe it. No cap. It's called. I can't say it right. Hold on. Gat.
Oh, Gat.
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 Oh, how do you know this, Tara?
Gat. Of course I know it. I work with the youngins. The Gat.
All right, can you
Yeah.
explain to us what a gat is?
Is it a gun?
No.
Yeah.
It's
You pull up my gat. And put a
no.
9 in your ass.
That's what I thought.
That's
That's
a
why
good
I'm
one.
like, okay.
I think
And
it's
then,
good.
all right, hold on. Let me
Hey.
explain before Tara does.
I think
So
it's
in what
good.
context do they say it? Because I would probably be like, "What the fuck are you
We'll
talking
get
about?"
there. We'll get there, Spartan. I promise you, we'll get there. That's
Okay.
what I thought first is where Nut Tree was going. It's like, it's my gat. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
A gat? And they're like, no, gat, like a little extra, like something in there. And I'm like, I thought they were going gate, like gate,
No.
like a horse gate, like your like the stride. Is that where? And I'm like, oh, I think I'm getting closer. And then it turns out it stands for. I feel like I should Google this first because I hope I'm not lying to everybody and I'm not to embarrass myself. But girl, couldn't say it. Girl, your ass thick.
Oh, DYAT. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe there's
stick.
only one T. I don't know. Maybe there's two T's if it's extra special thick.
I
or
don't know.
something.
Like, all the youngins say it.
Thicky
and,
thick.
like,
Thicky thick.
Yeah,
you
I had
know,
to decipher
it's
that
so-
one day.
It's so funny because these younger ladies, like when I was their age and stuff, like they are all about these big old asses and shit. I mean, like they want these thick asses. Man, I was so embarrassed of my fat ass. I did not ever want people to think I had a fat ass, you know? I was always like, man, I don't want anybody to see my
Oh,
cottage
the
cheese if I
times.
had any, you know? And
Give me that
these
ghetto
girls
booty.
are all about the fucking big ass booty shit. They do
Times
not
keep
care. The
changing.
bigger the better.
Well, that explains why I haven't heard it because no one's ever going to say that to me.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're talking like the new lingo. You know what I mean? It's like, and that's the thing. Like we're like, oh, these kids these days, but it's
Yeah.
just constantly changing. You know what I mean? So you just gotta kind of try to stay up on it, or you just don't. You know? And I don't
I
think
just
it's really
request
necessary
English.
to, because
If I get confused, I just request English. Like, yo, can I just English, please? That would be great.
Heck, I had some lady the other day. Where was I? And I was getting ready to put my card in to pay, and she goes, "No, stop!" And I was like, "What?"
tap
She goes,
that
"Tap
shit.
it." She goes, "Do the tap," and I was like, "Why?" And she goes, "Look, all the young kids told me that you're not cool and you're not with the times. So don't do the fucking tap." And I was like,
Well,
"Okay, I'll do the tap."
What you're getting wrong about this is the fact that you're still tapping the card. What you should be is tapping your phone with Apple Pay or Gareth.
Oh, gross.
See, that's the thing. I'm
Well,
just
you
like,
should be.
So your whole
Okay,
life
so
is tied to the phone.
I was
You know,
at the
That's,
gas
that's where we're
doing.
going, baked.
Now
I
your
don't
you
know.
know what you're doing.
currency.
You should be
I'm at
putting
the
fucking
gas station today.
cash.
Pump
I
is
Yeah.
knew Spark was going to go
Untraceable.
to cash.
Cash is king. 100%. I
Yes.
agree with that. I'm just saying where
Yes.
it's going.
So I'm at the gas station. The pump
Nope.
it says,
I won't ever
note
use
on
my
it,
phone for that.
it's out of service. You have to go inside to pay. And I was like, okay. So when I had already taken the nozzle out and stuck it in the car before I saw the note. And so then I take it back out, stick it back in. And I'm like kind of looking at it. And it's like pay here or go inside. And I was like, I'm just going to try this real quick. I'm just going to see. So I stuck the nozzle back into my car. And then I hit my little tap button with my card, and the fucker worked. After it was saying it was out of order, so I ran inside and I was like, "Dude, your shit really works."
How many times? did you take it out?
I've failed more than I've succeeded in tap to pay, but I've learned about it like I don't know, probably middle of last year, and I'm like,
It scares me a
I
bit.
feel like I'm
I was just
Before-
gonna say,
before I
scare you?
pay-
It doesn't scare you that it just takes a fucking somebody to grab your card and they can fucking tap to pay whatever
Yeah.
the fuck they want.
I mean, they could just put it.
Now
in
they could just grab.
I
my
have a
Dude.
debit
My
card.
eyeball too,
You still have
so.
to put your PIN in.
Yeah, you still have to put your pin in most places. Anywhere you have to put your pin in before, you still have to put it in. So it's just like it's rather than putting a chip in or swiping it, you're just tapping
I
it.
did
But
not have to. Put
I don't
my
know.
pin in.
I've been told it's more secure. I have no idea. I don't really
I did not
care.
have
I mean,
to put a pin
my
in.
banks do a pretty damn good job of figuring out the fraud before I even see it. So
Yeah.
you know, I'm not worried about it.
Most wallets have like a protection
RFID
thing.
blocker and all that.
Yeah, RFID blocker thing too.
Yeah, ours have RFID, Spartan.
Yeah.
Nobody's walking by us doing it, at least.
at least for that part.
Like at least not
Maybe
yet.
I'm gonna need them too.
You know why? Because I got cash in my pocket, motherfucker.
Amen, dude. Seriously though, I mean, he's not wrong.
Oh, no,
Cash is king.
Cash is it's an interesting concept, that's for sure.
Cash is an
Actually,
interesting concept.
I was reading that.
Well, I don't know if it's more real or less than credit and debit anyway.
Oh, it's way more real, but it's not any
Is it?
more.
Is it these
I mean,
days?
it's not real at all, but it's more real than credit and debit.
In that it's physical?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why does something physical make it more real than something?
Because you're holding
non-physical?
that monetary value, that liquid asset in your hand versus having a debit or credit where there's no actual transaction there until you make that transaction happen. You have to enforce it. So having that liquid capital in your hand, that there's
That's
no
not
more
tied
fluid
to anything
transaction.
anymore.
Absolutely, it is.
Yeah, but
Well,
people still value it the same.
If it's
So
tied
it's
to our,
like-
if it's tied to our government
It's still accepted value. though.
finances, we're in debt.
Yeah, but
So
when shit hits
Oh,
the fan,
we're in
It's
big
not
time
actually
debt.
worth
Like
anything.
when shit
Yeah,
hits
it's like
the fan,
37 trillion or something.
That's what I'm
Grid
saying.
down.
So
Cash
anytime
is gonna
somebody
work.
could be like, "Oh, the dollar's worth nothing because we're not accepting it anymore,"
Yeah, that's
because it's not
So
actually.
then they would have to cut us off
valuable.
entirely, and that's
It's
where we
not
send
like
them
it's
the
not like
military
gold
and the Navy and the Air
No,
Force and say,
you're
or
right.
"Ha, ha, ha, not
silver
today."
or even other fine metals
or
that you can use and craft things, or just they're shiny.
Yeah, that sounds all sweet.
Those are
and
more
fan,
real than
like fiction, but
paper
Yeah, but-
money that they
yeah, but
just
when-
print out when they're in trouble.
Yeah, but when shit hits the fan and the fucking grid goes down or whatever, cash.
Nobody's gonna want you. Nobody's gonna want your cash.
yeah,
It's
cash
gonna be
don't matter.
bottle caps. Have you played
Cash
Fallout?
will still be accepted. Hopefully it'll be-
People will stay at their jobs until they're told to go home.
Hold on. Have
And
you seen
cash will still
Carol
buy
and the
everything.
End of the World? This new comedy like cartoon on Netflix. It is just exactly what you're talking about, Spartan. I think it's called Carol and the End of the World. It's something very basic like that. It's just very
I
silly.
think I've
looking
seen that.
com-
Yeah.
and it's the end of the world, and they're like 7 or 8 months out from it. There's this giant like planet looking thing, meteor, whatever, about to hit the Earth, and they all know they're gonna die, and the whole world's going crazy, except Carol, and she finds
no, I
this
haven't seen
office
that.
that's still operating on this like second floor of an office building, and they're like, marketing's over there, sales is over there, this is over there. She just sits down at a desk and does her work, and that's what makes her happy. She doesn't want to be out there going to see Thailand or Taiwan or anything whatever. Like, she just wants to be doing her normal thing.
A lot of
sitting at
people
her
like-
desk,
Good old indoctrination
Going
and
out-
brainwashing.
going out forums.
It's miserable.
Dude,
Hey man, all I want to do is go back to my cubicle and push some more paper.
Yeah, but,
No, but
ignorance
It's
is
a
that's
bliss.
the very
life.
premise of it, the very surface premise of it, Bakes. But I promise, I'm only like 4 or 5 episodes in, but I promise it seems like there's something way more to it, like some CIA shit going on. I don't know. I
Are they
haven't got there yet.
using money in this apocalypse?
Not that I've noticed. No,
Oh.
no. She went into a store just looking for like a certain type of ink cartridge in like the episode one, or like a toner cartridge.
She
was
can
like driving
probably
all around
find that.
That was her job. No, she couldn't find it. She was like
Oh.
busting into like Office Depots and shit. It was like this is like the 7th Office
I
Depot.
would take any
Staples
ink
or whatever.
cartridges if I was.
I missed what you
looted.
were watching again. What was it?
It's Carol and the End
Carol
of
and
the
the
World,
End of the World.
something like that. I think it's on Netflix.
That's
but
what it is.
It's an
Is
Carol
adult
and
is
the
Julia
End of the
Roberts
World.
in it?
It's a cartoon.
Oh.
No, you're talking.
Okay,
no, that's a
talking
real.
about the new
Oh
thing.
God, that's so good. It's so good. Everyone needs to watch that one.
Which one?
Yeah.
The Julia Roberts one.
Really?
The end is near or something.
No,
Yeah.
I heard that I
Like,
shouldn't watch it.
Oh, you should definitely watch it.
Ugh.
You should definitely watch it, Tara. I promise. It's a good mind
No, it's
experiment.
Netflix. Somebody will tell me the name. I saw it right when it came out. But
This is the end.
this is the end. That's it.
If
Yeah.
I told you not to watch it because it had a shitty ending,
No. This is the end. Is 2013. That's not it.
is
Yeah,
the
watch
reason.
it.
That was
watch
a
it.
really good one. I just watched it the other night.
I
Yeah.
think I did hear that.
Is
That's
that a
why they
Jonah
said
Hill
not to
one?
watch it was a shit.
No, that's
Yeah,
yeah.
it
He's
had
in
a,
it.
it didn't have the
Yeah.
greatest of any. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But,
Yeah,
but
that's
at the
why I
same
did hear
time,
not to watch
the
it.
ending fit the
Leave
movie.
the world
Leave the world
behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ending fit
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
the
Bitch,
artistic
Coke.
approach to the movie, and so that's that. So, and I would watch it. Yeah, it's a good movie. it's definitely what Bake said.
What
It's-
about? I've been hearing things that I should watch the Saltburn. What about that one?
Oh, I just watched that too this weekend.
And?
It's
Somebody told me to, but I saw the trailer and I was like, that looks like a chick flick. I don't
yeah, I
know.
watched it with my wife for sure. It's one of those like
Okay.
find a lady and watch it.
Let me see.
I'm not
Sorry,
into chick
not
flicks,
true.
so I probably won't.
It's
like
no,
that.
no, no. It's not a chick flick. It's not like it's not your.
I'm looking at
I
the
don't
trailer right
I'm
now.
trying to think
Sounds like
about
a chick flick.
I don't watch like them crybaby
Damn, it's
bullshit
not, dude.
things.
It's I don't know how to
sappy
describe
love
it.
Story shit and things.
I think it's described as a chick flick. That's what I heard.
Have you watched the trailer yet, Spartan? Are you just going
No,
in
I
blind?
No, I don't watch it
Bullshit
fucking shit at all,
recommendation.
dude.
Exactly.
I don't watch
You have
That's
no
what
idea
I'll
what you're
do when I
talking
get
about.
off here is watch
I
the
know because
trailer.
I know it's garbage. Just I don't
Popcorn in
watch
the
it.
microwave.
You don't know it's garbage. You haven't watched it.
I
You haven't
do.
watched the trailer. You have nothing. You're going off of
I don't have to watch
3
the
seconds of
trailer.
reviews from this panel right now.
I trust my buddy Baked when he told me it looked like a chick
He
flick.
hasn't seen it either. He
Yeah.
just watched the trailer.
I even had any notion.
No, I know I watched this trailer. I was like, it's for a movie where you watch with your wife
100%.
because there's parts for her, I guarantee it. And like, so I don't know. I'll
Dude,
probably
there's
end up
so much
watching it out of
murder
like last
and
resort, and then I'll
mysteriousness
tell
and-
you. But
we talking about
It's-
yuppies earlier. These are
that
some
looks like a
yuppies, let me
yuppie
tell you
movie.
what.
Exactly,
Yeah,
that
let me
looks like
tell
a
you
yuppie
what.
movie.
These are for sure some yuppies. No, this is
But
like
that
old
looks like
legacy.
a movie for yuppies to watch and be like, I'm not a yuppie.
Yeah, that's not. See, that's not selling it for me.
I'm not one of those. Well, that's
No,
an
it's-
exaggerated yuppie.
it's
I
a
don't watch very many movies, so if I watch one, it has to be like fucking badass.
Oh, this guy, this fucking
Hold
guy.
that down.
You listen to him. You
Okay,
listen
now
to
I
him.
did watch a good one
I'll
on
sit there and
Netflix.
fall
It was
asleep,
called
man.
Bodies, and that was like this time travel thing, murder mystery from like the 1800s all the way to like 2053. That was super good. It was like a true
Bodies.
crime kind of thing.
Oh, I tried to watch that. Yeah, that was. It's hard to follow.
you just gotta kind of pay attention.
You
a
have
little
to,
bit.
yeah, that's what I mean. You really got to be into it. It's one of those.
I was, so I binged it.
Yeah, otherwise
Yeah,
you're gonna
it
miss every.
It was
Yeah.
really good. I liked it. But I'm also watching The Witcher right now too, so I'm into that.
I
We
thought
recently
those were
watched
pretty terrible.
Only Murders in the Building with Martin Short and Steve
Oh,
Martin.
that is so great.
It was
So
really-
fucking great.
It was really good.
So
I'm a
phenomenal.
big fan of Steve Martin and Martin Short. I
Me too.
love their.
Selena Gomez was wonderful too, I thought.
Which one? What was it?
Selena Gomez, she did a great
Selena
job.
Gomez is in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally loved it. Binged that one too. That was really good.
What was the movie with the two of them?
The
Clifford.
creator's pretty good. I
Clifford.
think
When
that's-
Martin Short played Steve Martin's nephew, and he came to visit him, and they
I
fucking
love Martin Short. He
worked
is
at a fucking amusement park, and they ended up catching bad guys. Fucking just stupid comedies. Steve Martin was in all those old fucking comedies. The Nerd.
Ooh, Napoleon's out.
Baked, did you see the Barbie movie yet?
Yeah, that was.
What?
I mean, that was just. I was like, all right, cool.
Hard turn.
It had some pretty funny moments, but they came to me. They came from what's his face, Ken.
Hold on.
So,
you guys-
like, huh?
Yeah, he
he
just
won
said
a
he
golden
saw it,
he won a
Yeah.
Golden Globe for it.
I resisted for a while, and then I had another watch. I was like, let me download this, and it was a long fucking movie.
I have not seen
First
it.
of all, but it had some funny moments. It was just how exaggerated Ken was.
Yeah.
And so, this
Yeah,
is
he won a
Ken.
Golden
This
Globe, so.
is Ken's house. You know, like okay, bud. Like, stuff like that, but like,
I think that was the point.
yeah,
Also,
but like,
is Ryan
yeah.
Gosling not the best male actor of our generation?
he's up there.
Yeah, he's not.
I
And
don't know.
Napoleon's out. It looks like Napoleon's out.
Oh, that
With
one's
Johnny
good.
Cash. Johnny Cash, you know
With
that guy?
Joaquin, yeah.
Joaquin, yep.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix.
I know Johnny Cash. He's not
That's
alive.
He's playing Napoleon.
Yes, he does.
That's crazy.
Oh, is he?
Good.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's out.
He looks like Napoleon. I bet it didn't take much. That's
Well,
cool.
yeah, it was.
Napoleon,
I'm not gonna show this website. That's
the-
crazy. But yeah, the creator was good.
Look what just got handed to me over my monitor.
What is it?
Looks like a cup.
Looks like remnants of
Coke.
Coke.
Oh, that smells good.
It's like turpage.
Yeah, that looks like some maybe some scrapable dried up terps, maybe about 2 or 3 grams worth. Oh, look at the drip.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Drip.
Uh
Trip that
oh.
into a banger, man. What are you doing?
Guys,
I'm dripping in this banger right here.
bottoms up. Take your terp shots.
Oh, it's going in the dab rig. That's where this is going. Oh yeah! Wow, look at that. It's nice and crusty.
Heck
Diamond.
yeah. Oh, I love scraping jars. That's like one of my things.
Oh
Oh,
my goodness.
love
Yeah,
it.
I was sliding.
I can sit there with the
Yeah, that's gonna be nice right
work
there.
everything
There
off
you
the
go.
Night
side.
night, guys.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Well, I gotta go water veg while you do that dab.
Oh, look at that time.
We'll do that after.
Cheers, everybody.
See everybody
Cheers,
on
guys.
Sunday.
Happy
Have a
Tuesday.
good one.
Have a
Keep
great
going,
one.
everybody.